Can you hear me now? Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I had to restart the stream because I did something very, very dumb. But I won't say what it was that I did because it was so dumb that was I'm kind of embarrassed. But hopefully, no, my mic wasn't off. It was let's just say there's a button on my audio face for this mic that was not pushed, but it's always pushed, so I didn't even bother to check. It's not important. Hey, what's up, folks? It's I Will. I'm audio's good. I think you can hear me great. Awesome. We'll be breaking down in NXT Deadline because this Saturday doesn't feel like there's a PLE this week because we just had one, but it is a PLE this weekend. Back-to-back PLEs from WWE. We have Deadline. One of my favorite, probably my favorite PLE that NXT does because of that style of match they do with the Iron Survivor. Very fun, very exciting. They scored a big one. I mean, 2 thumbs up for that damn match type. I love it. And yeah, it's gonna be a good showing. Hopefully, I feel like this PLE feels like it's kind of like not being looked at. It's kind of like under the radar right now, I think. But maybe that's just me. It is right around the corner. It's this weekend, Saturday. Doesn't feel like that, but it is. Do me a favor. Hit the like and hit the like button. Hit like, and we're about to dive into this PLE breakdown. Let's go ahead and start with the women. This is probably my most anticipated match of the card by far, I would say. Yeah, that's not saying too much. I think that is by far my favorite or most anticipated match. It is the Iron Survivor Challenge for the women. It involves a stacked field of Zarya, Stephanie Vaquer, Soruka, Julia, and Ren Sinclair, who's been killing it in the ring so far this year, or at least over the last couple months, been showing up, showing out, and deserves this spot, I think. She has been doing a great job. Ren Sinclair, aka Maddie Rankowski, good for her. I'm excited that she is stepping up and getting this opportunity. I believe this is her first PLE, I think, so good for Ren Sinclair. Even been following me over the last, I don't know, few months, or since Julia came into the scene, you know that I believe that Julia will be winning the belt off Roxanne at Stand and Deliver. That means she ain't winning Iron Survivor. Why? Because the Iron Survivor will be facing Roxanne at probably New Year's Evil, not a PLE. New Year's Evil is a Tuesday show, and I just have her winning the belt at Stand and Deliver. We talked about it plenty of times. We know that the entire Joshi world will be heading to Las Vegas for WrestleMania weekend. Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling will be there. Mari Gold, Stardom, you know, they'll all be in town. All her friends, her family, the Rossies, the Fukas, the Nanes, Mai Sakurai's, her Sari, you know, Starlight Kid, Tai Kamatani, you name it, okay? All Azumi, Maika, they're all going to be there, okay? Tekla. An entire Joshi world is coming to Las Vegas. So what better time, what better moment to say, okay, Julia, you're christening you the face of NXT. You'll beat Roxanne Perez in front of all your friends and family, and they can point to Julia and say, hey, Starlight Kid, hey, Azumi, see this? See what you just did? That could be you next. You could be the next Joshi from overseas that comes in and have this big moment. Hey, Sari, your time didn't work out well for your first time. Look at Julia now, okay? Don't you think you do this? You do, right? Everybody look. We're crowning her the face of NXT. She's beating Roxanne Perez. A big moment, right? It's going to be a huge moment, and it makes absolutely no sense not to do it at Stand and Deliver. So, if that's happening for her, she can't win Iron Survivor, right? She can't. It's going to be someone else. So, it's not going to be Julia. Ain't going to be Ren Sinclair. I have been saying that the winner will be, my opinion, will be Soruka. Why? Well, Soruka has been killing it in NXT for a while, but she never had a big moment, her big win. Not a signature win of any sort, right? What better time than to have her win this Iron Survivor against a stacked card they've been teasing her and Roxanne Perez more than anyone else. Remember that little segment they had where Roxanne Perez went to the beach and Sol Ruca interrupted her? She's the first person to come out there last night, or not last night, but on Tuesday she came out there to confront her first, right? I think they're gonna give her that moment. She's not gonna win a championship in NXT. Hasn't had a big moment yet. Sol Ruca has a big moment for the first time. Wins the Iron Survivor after hitting a bunch of soul snatchers, right? And then she faces Roxanne Perez probably at New Year's Evil, where she'll lose. Now I think it's very possible that she could get called up to the main roster early, similar to what they did with Tiffany Stratton last year. I'm not sure of that, but I think it's possible. They got nothing for her down there. They have the North American title kind of like got the Tatums and your what's up, Gigi Dolans, who just came back, kind of mixing it up with Fallon Henley and JC Jane and them folks, right? He went to TNA, had a little run there with Jordan Grace. Sol Ruca did. There's nothing for her in NXT at this point. She's not going to dethrone Roxanne Perez. She's not going to be champion, because that will be Julia's thing. Julia will be the face of NXT. She'll run that championship for a while. She's going to hold that belt for a while. There's nothing for Sol Ruca right now, okay? Give her this moment, okay? Give her this big win. Let her go up to the main roster. We have the 3 hours for Raw and 3 hours for SmackDown, okay? There's time in the mid-card now, those mid-card belts. I think Sol Ruca wins, and she moves on. She moves on up to the east side. People want Julia to win because they're lost. Okay, I've been telling folks from the moment Julia lost to Roxanne Perez, it's been over. That whole Julia beats her early is not happening, okay? If they wanted to put the belt on Julia, they would have done it then when she first arrived, okay? They didn't, because they're telling a longer story, one of resilience, one of determination, one of resolve, where she has a setback early, she fights back, and ultimately she wins it on the biggest stage possible, which is Stand and Deliver. That is happening. I'm 100% sure she's beating Roxanne Perez at Stand and Deliver. I'd be shocked, barring injury, that anything else happens. So no, she shouldn't win it at Stand and Deliver. Well, no, she shouldn't win at the Iron Survivor Challenge, because she's going to lose again, because I'm telling you, Roxanne Perez is not losing on TV. Not losing on TV, and she ain't losing at freaking Vengeance Day, because Vengeance Day is a dead PLE, because right before Stand and Deliver. It's a dead PLE. It's 2 months before the big show. So why the hell would you drop the belt then? It's not happening. They love Roxanne Perez. They're going to put her over, as in putting her in the biggest spot, right? Julia will beat Roxanne Perez at Stand and Deliver. Case closed, okay? So in the meantime, you need challengers. You need challengers for a New Year's Evil, and you're probably going to want a challenger at Vengeance Day. Let Sol Ruca win this belt, or this match, not belt, a match, right? Big moment for her. Finally get her flowers. She loses in a tough match. Maybe Roxanne cheats. Maybe Cora Jade gets involved, whatever. Then she goes up to main roster. Okay? So that is what's going to happen, I think. So I would say like 60% Sol Ruca, like against the field. Then maybe like 20 to Zarya, 20 to Stephanie. 0% Julia wins, 0% Ren Sinclair. Okay, so 60 Sol Ruca, 20 Stephanie, 20 Zarya. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Zarya versus Julia at Stand and Deliver after Zarya. I keep saying Zarya. No, you say Vaquer. Vaquer versus Julia at Stand and Deliver after Vaquer dethrones Roxanne. It's not happening. Roxanne would be needed for Netflix. No, she's not. My prediction is Stephanie sticking to my prediction. That's not going to happen. Gonna be wrong. Zarya is actually that's not true. 60% for Sol Ruca. 20% for Stephanie. So I'm giving it a chance. Stephanie's a chance, yes. Stephanie, Zarya. But I'm thinking, because Sol Ruca has had the most vignettes, well, not vignettes, but the most moments with Roxanne over the last few weeks. Again, the beach scene. She came out there first. She's been interacting with Sol Ruca the most. Roxanne has. I think that's for a reason. Again, remember that scene when she's on the beach and she's talking, and Sol Ruca comes up and says, "Hey, Roxanne, what's up?" You know, they're teasing it. I think we're gonna get it. We're gonna get a Sol Ruca win here. They could do Roxanne. They could do Roxanne Stephanie. The problem is I don't see them putting Stephanie Roxanne on TV. And Zarya, she has other stuff to deal with when it comes to. Remember, Zarya speared Jordan Grace. When it gonna come back to that? When it gonna tap back to that thing? You know, she speared Jordan Grace. Got to go to that feud eventually, right? So when is that gonna happen? My money is on Sol Ruca to get her first big moment. Because if Sol Ruca doesn't win this, she ain't winning shit before the call up. She ain't winning nothing before that call up. If she doesn't win this, this is the time, folks. Zarya will be heel eventually, for sure. You may even see some heel tendencies in the match on Saturday. But I think Zarya will be heel, especially if she's going to be against Jordan Grace. Then she will be a heel, for sure. 50-50 Zarya or Stephanie. You give Sol Ruca no chance. Interesting. Don't be surprised. So is this a fatal 5-way elimination style? So if we don't know, Honest Survivor Challenge, it's the thing where it's 25 minutes, right? There's a box or like a see-through box on the side, right? Whoever gets a pinfall gets a point, and whoever you pin got to go stand in the box for I think it's 2 minutes or a minute. I don't know how long it is, but basically, get a pinfall. Whoever gets pinned goes to the box. Come back out after a period of time. Keep fighting. Whoever has the most amount of points wins. It was the same match where Trick Williams had he got 4 at the very end of the match. I remember Braun Breaker came down, speared 3 people, got 3 straight pins, and then Trick Williams had to win in the end by a rally. It was a good moment. You can't keep doing that. It can't keep doing the same rallying at the end of the match. Could be kind of repetitive, but that was a very good moment for Trick Williams. I think Sol Ruca will get a couple of soul snatchers out of nowhere at the end to steal the win. He had a very good showing last time in this match, Sol Ruca did, but she didn't win it. They gave it to Blair Davenport. And then Blair Davenport, who was a heel, went on to face Lyra Valkyria at New Year's Evil on TV. Stephanie's a natural heel too. I think she is. I think that heel turn comes later on, but not now. If Stephanie doesn't get called up, she'll turn heel and face Julia. But yeah, I think this is going to be a Sol Ruca win. And then you'll see her at the Royal Rumble for sure. Then Zarya and Stephanie both pin Roxanne during the different times. Could there be a triple threat match in the future? Now you have Sol Ruca win this, right? He faces Roxanne and New Year's Evil. She loses. You can have a triple threat match between Stephanie, Zarya, and Roxanne because they pinned her, right? You could do that at Vengeance Day. Roxanne finds a way to win. And then you do the one-on-one again, Julia versus Roxanne Perez. Spoiler alert, Roxanne will lose to Julia. She's the only one who hasn't pinned her. She's the only one who has not pinned Roxanne. Why? Spoiler alert, because they're saving the pin for the big moment, right? Stephanie's pinned her. Zarya's pinned her. Julia got screwed and got pinned by Roxanne. The big Julia pin Roxanne moment is being saved. It's being saved for the big show, okay? The first time she pins Roxanne will be the time she wins the championship at Stand and Deliver. I'm giving you the outcome right now. It's pretty clear to me. You take 5 females, Roxanne do Elimination Chamber on Deadline. Are you surprised Cora has been taking so many losses? Does that give off call-up vibes? No. We'll talk about Cora later on. She had been taking a lot of L's. We'll talk about her later on, but I don't think that's an indicator she's getting called up. Not a chance. I think she stays in NXT. She has the story lined up for her now. We'll talk about that later, but she has a story with Kiana James. Why am I blanking? Kalani Jordan. Jeez, I almost said Kiana James. Kalani Jordan. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, for this match, I got Sol Ruca winning. Let's move on. This is a tag match. You got no Coda Crash Crew, taking on Fraxium. I'm tired of predicting Fraxium losing. I've done it time and time again. I've been wrong. I believe the plan was to have Motor City Machine Guns come down to NXT and beat them, but that changed when Tony Khan was petty and didn't let Ray Phoenix out of his contract. So they put Motor City Machine Guns on SmackDown, and now they don't have anybody here to challenge them because it's supposed to be, according to reports, Motor City Machine Guns. So now you have no quarter catch crew. Okay, they're gonna lose because I'm not gonna predict Fraction to lose ever again. Every time I predict them to lose, they win. So I'm not gonna do that. Got Fraction retaining. Okay, they were retained at Deadline. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be Jada Parker taking on Lola Vice. Now, Lola Vice, this is a underground match, which is very much Lola Vice's specialty. She hardly loses these type of matches. So I'm going to go with Lola Vice here. Been a good feud. Very passionate feud. Jada Parker been showing her mic skills. Lola Vice been showing her aggression and her talents there. I think this could be a moment where they really highlight Jada Parker, put her over here. But as long as this is a underground match style, I'm gonna give that advantage to Lola Vice, especially because she got hit with a brick. Okay, she got hit with a brick and she lost. Then she got knocked out on Tuesday. She got knocked out, right? So you can't have her lose again. I think it's kind of clear now. Lola Vice will win that match. It's her style, MMA background, her type of environment. She beats Jada Parker and gets revenge for the brick and getting knocked out on Tuesday. 2 ex-HSU students, it sure is. Yeah, she wins the underground match for sure. Excited about that. I'm more excited for the women. I like this is how it is. I don't know why. I mean, this tag match, it'll be a good match. These 4 can go. Wrestling style against the high flying style. This might be match of the night here, but I'm not interested from a character standpoint, from a story standpoint. I'm not interested, but this could very well be match of the night. So I'm interested in this match from an in-ring standpoint, but I'm not that excited about it from a story standpoint, but that's okay. I got Lola Vice winning. Okay. What is the other? Did I have the other ones in here? Yes, sir. Here we go. The men's Iron Survivor. This could be match of the night as well. So you gotta, wait, Fraction is Nathan Frazier having 2 defenses? Well, not 2 defenses, but 2 matches? That may play into the match. Well, then again, the Iron Survivor will be the main event for the men. So he could retain here and then lose later on. So never mind. It's not an indicator that he's going to lose the tag titles. The tag title match will happen first. But anyway, you got Nathan Frazier. You got a Wesley, the Young OG, Ethan Page, and Eddie Thorpe. Now, Eddie Thorpe was attacked on the show when it was closing, so he may not be in this match. That may leave Obafemi who did it, or maybe it was one of Ava's relatives. I don't know, so somebody from the bloodline who's going to be in NXT. We don't know for sure yet. So these are the options for me. The options for who attacked Eddie Thorpe. I had it here in my tweet. Here it is. Here are your options. Either it's Obafemi or one of her damn relatives, all right? Because remember, Ava was attacked or hit by the door. It wasn't his fault. He did grab her hand, but it wasn't his fault that she got hit by the door. They thought it was his fault, but it wasn't. That has to mean something. It's got to mean something. Why would you do that angle? Why would you shoot that if it didn't play into some type of storyline, okay? Shawn Michaels jacked him up. Shawn Michaels thought he did it, right? Last night, I keep saying last night, it was Tuesday. Tuesday, he said, hey, they reviewed the footage. After reviewing the footage, they saw that it wasn't me, right? It wasn't my fault that she got hit, which is true. It wasn't his fault, but she was standing there because of him. So, I mean, but he didn't bump the door. Someone else bumped the door. But yeah, these are the options here. It's either Hikalelu or Obafemi or the other guy. I can't remember. You think he's going to debut on Tuesday? Or next Tuesday? Hikalelu? Or Hikaleo? Maybe. He's signed, so why not? Maybe he did attack Eddie Thorpe. Maybe he did attack Eddie Thorpe. He is signed to the company. Yeah, I heard Lance is hurt, so I'm not sure. So I don't think it's Lance. Not gonna be Lance. Won't be Lance, I guess. So either Obafemi, which I doubt. This is probably the most likely option here because it ties into Ava being hurt. And I don't know why you shoot that angle if it doesn't mean anything, right? So maybe it does mean that, hey, I'm upset that I saw that you hurt my cousin or whatever, however they're related, and I'm coming after you. So he could replace him. But then again, how's that gonna work? Because Eddie Thorpe won his match. So how does he replace him? I don't know how that works. Maybe just, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens with Eddie Thorpe, if he can go or not, because he was attacked. And the last thing they said was, what does it mean for Deadline that injury has happened? He got knocked out. So we'll see. We'll see if he actually shows up to wrestle. Any chance Tony D drops the belt and gets drafted with this? Tony D and Stacks drafted, huh? I don't think so. Eddie probably just injured. He'll be in the match. That's a safer option. And then maybe later on, you can like use Eddie Thorpe to bring him in. Like, I attacked Eddie Thorpe. I'm here. Ukulele is there, so you can do that. But yeah, these are three options. I think Oba and Lance are pretty much. I don't think it is, so it's probably gonna be him. But we'll see. We will see. Now the winner of this match, who's gonna win? I think Wesley wins. I think Wesley wins it. I think he gets the spot against Trick Williams later on at either New Year's Evil or at Vengeance Day. I think we're getting Wesley against Trick Williams. I don't see them getting it to Javon Evans or Nathan Frazier or going back to Ethan Page. Definitely not Eddie Thorpe. I think it's clear. It may even be more clear than the women's. I think it's more clear here. I think it's more obvious that Wesley wins. I'll give Wesley like an 80% chance of winning this. The other matches don't make sense. The other matchups don't make sense. So I'll give Wesley 80. Soruka like 60. Yeah, I think that's where it's headed. We're going to get a Wesley against Trick Williams coming up here. And then, of course, this probably be the main event. Trick Williams taking on Ridge Holland. Now, they had a face-off on Tuesday with Eric Bischoff. It was fine. They had a little scrap. And then, what's-her-face? Ridge Holland put him into the table with a DDT. So then he had to get stretchered out, put in an ambulance, and went to the local medical facility or hospital, however you want to say it. So yeah, he says that he'll be good to go, according to Ava. Trick Williams said he will be ready to go for a Deadline. So I think Trick Williams retains, and I think it's pretty straightforward. I mean, I don't see why you put the belt on Ridge Holland. So yeah. But this would be a solid match. So I'm going Trick here. So to wrap it all up, Trick beats Ridge Holland, and we'll see where it goes from that. I think he'll face off with Wesley next. Wesley wins the Iron Survivor. I don't see anyone else winning this match. Yeah, I think pretty straightforward. Wesley wins. I got Soruka winning. I think it's possible they do Stephanie or Zarya, but I'm going with Soruka to have a TV match against Roxanne Perez at New Year's Evil. Then she gets called up. She has a Rumble appearance, Raw or SmackDown, one of the two 3-hour shows. They can use Soruka. Nothing for her to do down in NXT right now. So Soruka, you go up to the main roster after that. I have Fraction retaining because I don't see anybody beating them. And I'm tired of picking them to lose and being wrong. Okay, so Fraction retains. And of course, I got Lola Vice winning this match because of her type of match, underground match. That's her style. That's her environment. It's where she's comfortable. She wins. Any objections? Trick versus Ridge Holland. Hope it's decent. Yes, same. I think Fraction versus No Quarter Catch Crew is the co-main, and drop the belts. So when's the men's Iron Survivor? Is that the opener? Do they open with the men's Iron Survivor and then they do the women's for the co-main event, and then the main event is Trick Williams against Rich Holland, or is Trick Williams versus Rich Holland the opener? I don't know. They have 3 matches. No, not 3. This to be clear. They have 2 matches that can main event: the men's Iron Survivor and Trick against Rich Holland. Those are your 2 main events. The women could open the show, or have a co-main event, but they're not closing. They're not closing with the women's Iron Survivor, not when the title being defended by Trick, and not with the men's Iron Survivor there. So Carmen didn't lose to Nikita, and we cheered. Yeah, that storyline is rough. Men's open, women's closed. That'd be cool. Do I see it happening? No, but that'd be cool. I'd accept it. I love for the women to close the show. We'd be closing with Sol Ruka winning, because I'm rather convinced that she's going to win, folks. I don't think they're going to do. I think the match will be at New Year's Evil. They're not doing Stephanie Roxanne at New Year's Evil. They're not doing Zarya Roxanne at New Year's Evil. They'll do Sol Ruka versus Roxanne at New Year's Evil. Actually, the more I think about it, the more I'm sure it's going to happen. The more I talk about it in my head, the more I'm like, yeah, it's going to happen. Sol Ruka wins. Stephanie winning because what is she doing in January? I mean, beats me. I mean, the storytelling. You can have a feud with Stephanie and Zarya. You can have a feud with Stephanie and someone else. I don't know. But I don't believe she's getting called up, and I don't believe she's going to win that match. But I just don't see Stephanie Roxanne on TV. I do believe they're going to do the same thing they did last year. The winner will face the champion at New Year's Evil. But think about it. Deadline. The men are having a match, right? The men are having a title match. Trick Williams and Rich Holland's happening now, right? Roxanne is not retaining or not defending, right? No defense for Roxanne here, which means the next big show, which is going to be New Year's Evil, will be Roxanne Perez's defense. And maybe Trick Williams will not defend there, right? Kind of alternating there, right? So Trick defends at Deadline. Roxanne defends at New Year's Evil. Who's that going to be? Stephanie? I don't think so. I think it'll be Sol Ruka. Good old Sol Ruka. Apparently, New Year's Evil will be in Chicago, a TV special. Yes, but it'll be on Tuesday. It'll be on Tuesday. Yeah, TV special. Yep, on Tuesday. Yep. Not a PLE. So it was the show that was NXT. It had a fatal 4-way for the chance to enter the Iron Survivor. Cora, Ren Sinclair, Jada Parker, Kalani, Eddie Thorpe, Lexa King, Axiom, Cedric Alexander. 2 good matches. We opened up with the women. It was Jada Parker and the 4 of them, you know. This was a good match. Fun stuff. Very exciting stuff. They killed it. There was a good spot where Jada Parker did her little her ass drop on 2 women at a time, Ren and Cora Jade. There was a nice little powerbomb spot in the corner from Cora Jade. I give Cora Jade some shit for her in-ring. I thought she did very well here. She cooked in this match, folks. Gotta get credit where credit is due. You can't just be a hater, you know. You gotta tell the truth. And honestly, Cora Jade cooked in this match. I was very impressed with Cora Jade and how she moved. Roxanne was watching from the back. And here's the feud I was talking about here, right? They're setting up a Cora Jade, Kalani Jordan feud. So you wonder what Kalani Jordan will be doing. She'll be facing Cora Jade. How long will this feud go? I don't know how long it'll go, but this is the feud they're doing here. Set it up during the match, which is very smart to do, of course. So this is well done. We'll see where this goes. If Cora Jade brings the same amount of energy and work ethic she did in this match to the feud, I'm sure that they'll do well. Because I really was impressed with Cora Jade and how well she moved the other day. So this is the feud, folks. This is the feud right here. Kalani Jordan, Cora Jade. Give Cora her flowers for a good performance. I feel better about Cora in the ring than I do Gigi Dolan. We'll talk about it later on. But here's the feud. Kalani Jordan. What are your thoughts on this feud? Are you excited about it? Do you like the idea? Do you want to see it? Are you disappointed? Thoughts on Kalani against Cora Jade? Excited for that, David? Good. It should be fine. It should be fine. Gotta get Kalani something to do. I thought she was going to be in the Honor Survivor Challenge, but I understand putting Reigns and Clarion over her. So, interested in the feud? Good. It should be fun. Should be fine. During the match, near the end of the match, Lola Vice comes in to attack Jada Parker. It backfires. She hits. Who did she hit here? She hit Reigns and Claire. Reigns and Claire falls back on Cora Jade and gets the pin. So it's another pin on Cora Jade. Now, some people have been saying Cora Jade has been taking a lot of L's since she returned. I mean, they have a plan. The plan is ultimately the overarching narrative. Julia comes back and defeats Roxanne Perez. That's the main goal here. Everything else, all the other parts are not that important. I keep telling folks, Stephanie was a happy accident. She was not part of the plans. If you remember, the plan was Julia, Roxanne. Then they fell into Stephanie because Stephanie showed up and showed out at against Mercedes Moné, right? Then they said, oh, wait a minute, she's available? We got to get her. She's money. Beautiful, talented, can move well, great in the ring, Spanish market. She's money. Got to get her now, and they got her. We'll figure out creative later. We got to get this woman. And they did it. She's not part of the main plans for this run that leads to Roxanne against Julia. She's not part of that plan per se. They have her. They're going to use her. But it's not that important for the ultimate goal of having Julia conquer Roxanne. Same with Cora Jade. Cora Jade returned from her injury. All right. We're going to put you on TV. She's on TV. There's some people who are not even on TV to take losses, like freaking Thea Hale. We're Thea Hale, right? She'd love to be on TV taking L's, right? Cora Jade taking L's, but she's serving her purpose. She's being used. She's cutting promos. She's being utilized, so I'm not worried about her. She'll be fine. She'll get a pin against Kalani Jordan, I'm sure. Okay? Yeah, I'm not worried about Cora Jade. She'll be fine. Who beats Fallon Henley at Stand and Deliver? Maybe Thea Hale. Or Tatum Paxley. Or Gigi Dolan. Now, would I want to see a Gigi Dolan at champion? Probably not. Thea Hale? Yeah, give me that. Tatum Paxley? Yes, I'll take that. So one of those two probably. Thea Hale, Tatum Paxley, one of those two. They're building up Gigi right now, but we'll talk about something in a second here, or what they're doing with Gigi. That's kind of weird. So Kalani Jordan is devastated that she lost. Literally, Reigns and Claire fell into the victory. Good for her. Then we had an Eddie Thorpe backstage segment where she says that, hey, it was my fault what happened with Ava. They saw the footage. They know it's not my fault. So now I'm back in the Honor Survivor Challenge last chance match. Then you had Lexis King show up. So Lexis King has been kind of weird lately. He's been like, he's been doing this whole good guy act. I don't know if it's an act or not. He may be being genuine here, but he's trying to talk to Eddie Thorpe like, hey, Eddie Thorpe, you need to calm down, man. Control your emotions, kind of thing. We don't know what to make of Lexis King right now. He's not being a douchebag anymore. We don't know if it's like an honest thing. I don't know. We don't know what's going on with Lexis King, but his character has changed, and he's going about things the right way. We'll see if that's going to stand, if that will continue. But it's a weird one. Not sure what they're doing with Lexis King, but we'll see. Then Jada Parker, after the match, came out there because she's upset about what happened with Lola Vice. That makes sense. She has a brick again to hit Lola Vice with, but she doesn't use it. She tells him to. And she's going off. Like, she was dropping the N-word. She's going crazy on this ref. She was like about that action, about that life here, cutting that promo. It was crazy. She tells him to put down the damn corners, put down the ropes so they can have an underground match right now. Lola comes out there. But before Lola comes out there, Ava comes out there and says, that's not happening. It'll happen at Deadline. Lola Vice comes out there to confront her. She gets hit. She's hit and knocked out. This was the last moment they showed of this segment. I'm guessing Lola Vice will beat her. Can't have this stand. She got to get her payback at Deadline, which probably will happen. But this is solid stuff. I like Jada Parker. She's awesome in the ring. She's awesome in the mic. She's very talented. She's a superstar in the making. Jada Parker has it. She has the intangibles that you can't teach. You can't teach what she has. You have it or you don't. She has it. So very, very entertaining. Very good on the mic. Super impressed. Super duper impressed with Jada Parker. I can't say enough. And I saw it from the very beginning. Very first moment I saw her cut a promo, I like, this girl has it. It was very impressive. Now this story, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about this one. This is the Carmen Asante the Adonis feud. Or it's not feud, but storyline. Not the best. Not the best. Less said about this, the better. Here is Asante the Adonis giving her flowers to apologize or whatever, to say that, hey, I'm not talking to Nikita Lyons. She was before you. Those text messages you saw was before you, you know? So, you got this guy, whose name I can't remember right now. I'm like, Lennox, something like that? I can't remember his name right now. It's a rough feud, or a story, however you want to call it. I guess it is a feud between Nikita Lyons and Carmen Petrovich. It's not the best, okay? Yeah, Lennox, that is. Deanna Lennox. Yeah, Deanna Lennox. He's a nerd that turns into Superman, the Clark Kent Superman thing. This love angle is awful. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. And I don't know what can be done. Not sure what can be done about it. I mean, where is it going to go? I think ultimately it leads to Carmen and Asante being together, but I don't really care. A lot of people hate it. I don't blame them for hating it. Then you had the tag team match in NXT. Of course, we talked about it already. No quarter catch crew wins. It was a fun match. Exciting stuff. I'm not invested in any of the tag teams yet. I don't really care about any of them, unfortunately. Hopefully that changes, but right now I don't care. Carmen was turning heel. I think she still is. I think she still is turning heel. She's always a natural heel to me. Like, she's a natural heel. That's what they need to do. I think that's where this goes. I don't think she should stay babyface for much longer. I think her career will take off as a heel. But we'll see where that goes. But yeah, tag team championship match at Deadline. Will they win? Possible, but I don't bet anymore, or I don't predict it anymore, because every time I predict them to lose, Fraction finds a way to win. So never again. Then we had the whole Eric Bischoff face-off with Trick Williams and Ridge Holland. This is solid stuff. At one point, after he was done cutting promo, got to get Ridge Holland to talk. Like, hey, are you with me? It was funny. He didn't know he had to talk. Ridge Holland didn't know it was his turn to talk. So, like, this awkward silence until, like, Ridge Holland realized, oh, it's my turn to talk. Kind of funny. But this is solid stuff. Ultimately ends up DDTing him into the table. Right? So, Trick Williams was hurt. He says he'll be fine for Deadline. Trick Williams did not lose. He'll beat him at Deadline, I'm pretty sure. Here's the continuation of that storyline where it was so dumb. It was so stupid. So Carmen's facing Nikita Lyons. He goes out there to help her. He gets on the apron. Nikita Lyons goes to attack her. He pushes her out of the way and gets hit by Nikita Lyons. Asante does. And then she gets a pin. But she doesn't know. She's not aware of it. Like, you're a wrestler. You're a professional wrestler. You should know that when he pushed you, Nikita Lyons punched him. You should know. Like, this whole, you pushed me. Oh my God, you pushed me. Like, so stupid. Like, you should know why he pushed you out of the way. You should know. You're a pro wrestler. You're aware. You know, you have reflexes. You're in the zone. You know, you should know what happened. You should know the second you pushed him, he got hit. So clearly he pushed you out of the way of the attack. You should know. Like, don't be stupid, Carmen. I hate when they act like the wrestlers are so stupid to not know what happened. You pushed me. Oh my God, you pushed me. Why'd you push me? Like, Carmen, come on. You saw Nikita Lyons. You felt her brush by you when he pushed you out of the way. You should know what happened. Okay. It's rough, man. It's terrible. I was laughing at this whole thing. I didn't hate it, but I was like, this is kind of whatever. This is silly. Once this happened, I'm like, okay, this is dumb. You don't know why he pushed you. He pushed me, but why'd you push me? Oh my god, you pushed me. Like, shut up. That was dumb. You should know what happened, okay? You're a professional wrestler. You're black belt in karate. You should be aware of why he pushed you. Come on, you should know why. We should know what happened. That's dumb. Anyway, then you had Shawn Spears being weird. Shawn Spears is a creepo. I don't know what they're doing with Shawn Spears. So this match, I forgot to talk about the match. So Nikita Lyons is not great in the ring. Her and Gigi Dolan are in the same realm for me, the same tier. Just not doing it in the ring for me. Just not quick enough, not quick of foot, not swift enough, doesn't have crisp moves, kind of sloppy in the ring. Is what it is, but they like Nikita Lyons, so I guess she should get every opportunity to succeed, but just not a fan of Nikita. But we'll talk about that later if you want. Shawn Spears being weird with Jensen, and I can't remember his name. Then you have Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley walk up, and Shawn Spears looking at her all creepy and trying to scout Gigi Dolan, I guess. I don't know what he wants to do with Gigi Dolan. Maybe he wants her to join his crew or whatever. Gigi and Tatum call out how creepy he looks and how creepy he's being, and they walk away. Tatum has created a doll, as you can see with the orange hair, for Gigi Dolan. We'll see how long this pairing lasts. They had a backstage segment with Lyra that wasn't on TV, where Lyra is kind of jealous that she made a doll for Gigi but not her. But she said, no, I made you a doll. And where is it? Oh, it's in a special place. What that mean? We'll never know, will we? We may never know what that actually means. Tatum's weird. But Tatum can go in the ring. It's amazing how these two, Tatum is a PC product. He has no experience but beyond the PC. Tatum does. Gigi wrestled outside of WWE, but for whatever reason, because everybody's different, I think Tatum is far superior than Gigi in the ring. That's how it works sometimes, you know. Tatum, I think, could be champion in the mid card for NXT. Easy. She can go. She's awesome character work. Gigi she looks great. Good and decent mic skills, solid mic skills, but her in-ring is just not there. Tatum has soared past her in-ring. That's the honest truth, but it's just me. Here we have, what's her face? I'm blanking on her name. I like her, Easy Dame. Easy Dame had an appearance on the show. She wrestled against Gigi Dolan. They had a solid match. Gigi wins. I was not that impressed with Gigi in the ring, but I never am. She's not my favorite in the ring. A lot of people love her, but I like her look, like her work on the mic. Just not a fan of her in the ring. That may never change. Easy Dame is a jobber right now. She is. But I like Easy Dame. I like her presence. I like her size. She different girl. You know, she has some size to her. She has some height. She has some power. I like that from Gigi. Not Gigi, but Easy Dame. I like that from her. Gigi and Shotzi could be a fun team. I agree. That worked fine. Chucky, that's mean. The orange hair, Chucky. So that's that. Then we have X-Pac come up and talk to the young OG for no reasons beyond, hey, I'm X-Pac and I'm here on TV. There's no real reason why this happened beyond to get X-Pac on the TV. I'm not gonna complain about that. Good for X-Pac. He talked to Javon Evans here. Cool segment. The old heads talking to the young heads. That's cool to see, right? Then we had Roxanne Perez walking to the ring. Got a promo. Cut to Cora Jade talking about Kalani Jordan screwing her and how she hates this place. Now, some people think because she said this that we're going to get a Cora Jade call up. I'm not convinced. I think Cora Jade stays her behind in NXT for a while. I don't think he called her up to the main roster anytime soon. Not even to follow her friend Roxanne Perez. I know there'll be a desire to call her up with Roxanne. You can stay down there for a while for me and win the belt. Maybe win the belt and see how she looks with the belt. See how she carries the belt first. I don't know. But Cora Jade, Although I was impressed with her performance on Tuesday. Not my favorite superstar. She's not. But I'm willing to give her a chance because she did well on Tuesday. And I think that she will stay down at NXT a little longer than Roxanne Perez. So no, I don't think she's gonna get called up. As a story lined up with Kalani Jordan, we'll see where it goes from there. I don't see Cora Jade winning the belt until 2026. If she's still down there, sure. Missed most of the stream, don't worry about it. Are you still on Julia equals Cody? Yes. Eggplant, I am. I believe Julia will beat Roxanne at Stand to Deliver. Got Sol Ruka winning the Iron Survivor. Roxanne thought she was going to get jumped to Sol Ruka, or get jumped by Sol Ruka, Zarya, Julia, and Stephanie, but Ren stood tall with the title in her hand. Yep, that happened at the end of the show. Zarya winning the belt in 2026, hopefully. I can see her winning the belt after Julia for sure. Julia will finish her story. Yes, she will. Sol winning the Iron Survivor confirmed. I think it's pretty clear now. Well, not pretty clear. I have Sol 60%, Stephanie 20, Zarya 20. I think Sol is the favorite to win the Iron Survivor for sure. AD Thorpe comes down to talk to them about. I don't remember what he talked about. What did he talk about? AD Thorpe, his opportunity he gained. I don't know. I can't remember what he wanted to talk about. Whatever. Look at freaking Roxanne Perez. Roxanne is enjoying her heel run here with that goofy smile. Nobody can touch the Prodigy. You know, the Prodigy is the best. Yada yada yada. She calls out the fans. She calls out folks like Julia. She does put over Ren Sinclair. Says Ren Sinclair, no, nobody believed in her. Just like none of you guys believed in me. I like somebody in the crowd said, yes, we did. She said, nobody believed in me. She's like, yes, we did. Which they did. Like, people did believe in you, Roxanne. Let's not rewrite history. You're popular. Folks believed in you. Okay, but I get it. She's a heel. I have to say that nobody believed in her, even though that's not the case. People believed in her. People like Roxanne Perez, okay, when she's a face. But anyway, then they all come out. So now Sol Ruka comes out first. Sol comes out first. Now, I'm not saying that means that she's going to win for sure. I'm just saying when you add in all of what's been happening, the segments, the way they've been presenting her first, more so than anyone else, I'm thinking they're going to give Sol Ruka this moment, okay? Think so. I think Sol Ruka wins this and gets the title shot at New Year's Evil. Thea Hale need to pull up an upset by beating Zarya. Oh, that could be cool. If you want to have Zarya win the belt down the road and Thea Hale dethrones her, that'd be a big moment for Thea Hale for sure. Big moment. Yeah, I can see that. Cool. Zarya called up before NXT title. Yeah, before winning it, sure. I thought you meant before the stand deliver match between Roxanne and Roxanne and Julia. But yeah, she gets called up before winning the NXT title, I think. Same thing with Sol Ruka. Same thing with Bianca Belair. I think Stephanie gets called up before winning the belt. Because again, if you remember, Stephanie was a happy accident. She was not part of the plans. She was not a part of the original plan. She was a surprise. Like, oh snap, we can get Stephanie Vaquer? Damn right, we gotta do it. Sign her now, sign her now, sign her now. We can't lose her. She's money. Stephanie is money, we gotta sign her now, right? But then they just scrapped the plans to insert her into the storylines. But I think they are perfectly fine with letting her go to the main roster before winning the title. Who cares? The NXT title is not something you have to win. Bianca didn't win it. Tiffany had it for like 100 days. Remember Tiffany's reign? Her reign was just, hey, let me hold it for a little bit. Not even 100. It was like 30. How long was Tiffany Stratton's reign? Her reign was all about having her hold the belt. They wanted to see how Tiffany would look with the belt, right? Like, let's see how she looks with the belt. Oh, it looks great. Looks money. Great. Awesome. Let her drop it to Becky. I think her reign was very, very short. NXT Women's Championship. Yeah, it wasn't about, like, the belt is not about, it's not an indicator of anything. You don't have to win the belt. It means nothing. In the grand scheme of things, it means nothing, okay? Only time you have to win the belt is if they want you to be the face of the company down there for a while, like Trick Williams, like Roxanne Perez. But if they have plans for you, they're not going to say, oh, before we call you up, you must win the belt. No, who cares? Who cares? Where is the women's NXT Women's Championship history? Here we go. Tiffany held the belt for how long? Yeah, 100 days. But she did nothing during that time. It was no kind of feuds. I think she faced Thea Hale once. It was very bare minimum. Nothing of any substance, right? And she lost to Becky real quick. Not about how long you hold it. Not about holding the belt. It's more about if you are good enough and they want you to stay down there for a long time or longer, like Roxanne Perez, then you're gonna you win the belt. But beyond that, no, you don't have to win the belt. It's nothing you have to do. Not a requirement. Not an indicator of anything. No, they want Julia to be the face of the company, so they want her to win the belt. Cool. But just because Stephanie doesn't win it doesn't mean anything. Doesn't speak to anything. Doesn't speak to how to feel about anyone or any talent. Triple H doesn't care. Triple H will book you how he wants to book you no matter what, right? So if Sol Ruca gets called up without winning the belt, she's going to be pushed very hard. She'll be pushed very, very hard, no matter what. Same for Stephanie, because she's money, and there's money to be made. So it doesn't matter if you win the belt or not. Again, she was a happy accident. It was not a part of the original plans, so I'm not worried about Stephanie not winning the belt at all. It's 107 days, yeah. Longer than I thought it was, honestly. But not long at all. Didn't have much of a storyline during that time. No storyline of any substance. Just about seeing her. They just wanted to see her with that belt. Oh, look at her with the belt. It looks amazing. Okay. It looks right. Okay, she's a superstar for sure. We've seen what we need to see. We've seen what we need to see. Now she can drop the belt to Becky Lynch. No problems, right? Some people were upset with that. Oh, why do you have her lose the belt so early? She didn't have a storyline. It wasn't about that, okay? They wanted to see her with the belt. That's all they wanted to see. And it looked amazing, right? Put her on Raw for like a segment or two, right? Well, look at it. Perfect. Superstar. Looks amazing with the belt. We have someone here. We have a star here. Bada bing, bada boom. We see what we need to see. Get her off of her. Get it off of her and get her ready for the main roster. Okay? I think with Sol Ruca, with Stephanie, they don't need to see it. They just know. Sol Ruca, you're a star. Stephanie, you're a star. Tiffany, you're a star. We'll give you the belt for a little bit, but it won't be that long, and we're moving on, right? Some people said, "Oh, why didn't they have Tiffany beat Becky Lynch? Why didn't they have Tiffany get the belt back from Becky Lynch? They had Becky give the belt to Lyra because they saw what they needed to see with Tiffany." NXT is developmental. It's developmental. They saw the developmental talent with the belt. Look great. Okay, get off of her. It's not something you need. It's not an indicator of anything, like the length of time you're a champion doesn't mean anything. Okay? The goal is get to the main roster, ultimately. And they saw what they needed to see with Tiffany. Money. Same with Stephanie. Same with Sol Ruca. They don't have to win those belts. Same with Bianca. Don't have to win those belts down there. Okay? You don't need it. But somebody got to hold the belt. Fallon Henley. Congratulations. You're a champion. But it's not an indicator of anything. Okay? It doesn't mean, oh, because you won the belt down in NXT, you're going to get more of a push. You're going to be more of a champion later on. You're going to get more opportunities. No. It means nothing. That's what I'm trying to say. It means nothing. Her reign was a flop because it could be a flop. It could be because they saw what they needed to see. Money. That's all they saw. So no belt for Stephanie, no belt for Sol Ruca, but it won't matter in the ultimately in the end, it won't matter. It will not matter at all. There's so many women down there, there's so much talent, so many bodies that you don't need to have like you don't need to have a reign. You don't. Not necessary. Let's see. So yeah, Sol Ruca, come down there to confront her first. I think she's gonna win it on Saturday. I think she's gonna win it. All 5 of them in the ring. Got Julia, got Stephanie, got Zarya, You got Soruka, Stephanie. Stephanie, I think is perfect. I think she is. I think she's perfect. And then outside the ring, Ren Sinclair attacked Roxanne Perez, held the belt while standing tall, and that was a wrap for the show. But there was a brawl in the ring there between the four of them. I think Soruka wins. And that is the end of NXT. The top four people I think ready for call-ups are Roxanne, Stephanie, Jada Parker, and Soruka. I disagree with Jada Parker. I agree with Roxanne. I agree with Stephanie. I agree with Soruka. I think JC Dane is ready. I think Fallon Henley is ready. I think Zarya can go now. There's a lot of people who are ready. But ready is not necessarily like, hey, you're ready to go with the center up now. No. About how they're gonna use you. What does it look like in NXT? Like, who do you need, Sean? Who do you need? You need somebody. You need somebodies down there, right? You need some type of storytelling. So you need some people that can tell a story with, So I don't think Jada Parker's ready right now. On the mic, sure. Mic skills ready. She needs to have a little more in-ring, some more feuds, some more storytelling down there. But I don't think Jada Parker's ready from an in-ring standpoint yet. Stephanie, of course, she's been ready. She's down there because they just have her down there. Roxanne's ready, sure. Soruka, I think she's ready. Who else did I say? Fallon Henley, JC Jane. A lot of people are ready down there, but it's not about being ready. It's more about the right timing. And when can you go? I think Stephanie gets called up next year. Agreed? So for me, it's going to be Stephanie, Soruka, Lash and Jakara. They're pretty much the main roster now. Who are we kidding? And then I say Stephanie, Lash, Jakara, Soruka are the four, and then Fallon Henley and JT Jane. That's six. That's six. That's a lot of people getting called up. That's six people. Damn, that's a lot. Soruka, JC Jane, Fallon Henley, Lash, Jakara, Roxanne Perez. That's six. I think they can call up Soruka first, early. So that's one early. Then the other five during the draft, maybe? Or maybe they call up Soruka first, right? Then they call up Lash and Jakara early. That's three early. That way the draft is just three. That's what I would do. You call up Lash, Jakara, and Soruka first early. And then the three of them for the draft would be Roxanne, JC Jane, and Fallon Henley. That would work well from a spacing standpoint. So Shawn Michaels can you don't want to lose all six at the same time. So you lose one early, then the two, and then three later on in the draft. And then Gigi, no, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that to Gigi. I think Gigi needs to stay in NXT with the PC as long as she can. Maybe another year for Gigi down there. Tatum Paxley, and if she's gonna win a belt, if the plan is to give her a belt, let her stand down there for another year, not a problem. She's only 26 years old, I think, right? Tatum's only 26. Tatum, no rush with Tatum Paxley, no rush. 28. You can stay another year down there. That's what I would do. Don't want to call up a bunch of people and have them in catering, okay? They already have Kiana James, who's injured, right? She's coming back. Jordan Grace coming in. There's a lot of women getting called up already, or being brought in already. So you don't want to have another situation where you have women not doing anything. Okay, let Tatum stay down there. Let Gigi stay down there for another year. That's what I would do. Yeah, Gigi come off an injury. Let her stay down there. And honestly, if she doesn't improve over the next year in the NXT, I don't think Triple H will like her. I don't think Triple H will be a fan of her in-ring if she stays down there a long period of time and doesn't improve her in-ring. She got to work on that over the next year, or she may not get called up at all. Maybe like a freaking who am I want to bring up? Who got called up and didn't get used and got cut? Dijax. Might be a Dijax situation with Gigi Dolan. Gotta be able to go in the ring. You have to be able to go in the ring, unless you want to be a comedy act like a Maxine. I doubt she wants that. Gotta be able to go in the ring. Triple H is not like people who can't go in the ring. Look at Sonya Deville. Ever since that Sonya Eos match, Sonya has not been on TV from an in-ring standpoint since that moment. All right, unless it's like a battle royal, maybe that. But gotta show that you can go, or you'll be in catering. So next year, 365 days, Gigi Dolan needs to go and work in her in-ring, go to the dungeon, go talk to Natty, go work with Natty, get herself ready to go. Because I'm worried about her and Nikita Lyons for the future. They're too slow and too sloppy, in my opinion. Who just put that out? You just put out a Twitter promo crying that she's not in the tournament. Who put that out? Casper, who put that out? I would be interested in a Gigi and Shotzi tag team. That work. But even Shotzi moves better than her. Shotzi moves faster than her. I just think Gigi is slow in the ring and not there. She's not there. She needs help. Sonya Deville? Her friends are Shayna and Zoe Stark. Let me see that on Twitter right now. Sonya Deville, put that out. Sonya Deville put out a promo on Twitter saying that she's not in the tournament. Whoa. Okay, so she has time today, apparently. She has time today. Let me see. Sometimes I'm worried about these Twitter videos because they be giving her some shit.
Overcome things. But when that's all I've been doing my entire career, my entire life, is fighting because I'm a fighter. And I don't just mean in the ring. I have literally overcome things. But I don't sit here and brag about how much I deserve things. And you have Dakota Kai in the tournament, and what now we're applauding her so much because she's come back from her 4th injury in 4 years. And now that's something to brag about now? That's something that's rewarded now? What are we doing? When that's all I've been doing my entire career, my entire life, is fighting because I'm a fighter. And I don't just mean in the ring. I have literally overcome things. But I don't sit here and brag about how much I deserve things. And you have Dakota Kai in the tournament, and what now we're applauding her so much because she's come back from her 4th injury in 4 years. And now that's something to brag about now? That's something that's rewarded now? What are we doing?
Okay.
When that's all I've been doing
this is part of a longer video I can sell. Okay. I let her replay just now over. I didn't realize it was. So this is a part of like a longer video that she cut. Check out the responses here. I'm sure this will be very nice. How does it feel to sit on the bench? Jeez. Sam, chill, man. Sam is an interesting Twitter account. No one can touch your suit game. No one. That's true. Hunter, don't do anything. I'll make sure of it. Oh, won't do anything. I'll make sure of it. Post the full thing. Nah, get it out of your chest. Get off your chest. You're always injured on a break too. Get them, Queen. What happened, Sonya? Let me go back and see what's going on here. Not being rewarded for coming back though. No one asked you, nerd. Sit down. Gets a retweet from me. Get better in the ring, and you would be. Wow. Get better in the ring, and you would get these opportunities. It's not that hard. Folks are so bold online. They're so bold online. Hey, Chad, which is 80 followers, talking about weird shit on your timeline. that I'm not going to repeat. I could twist you into a pretzel. Wouldn't know which way was up. It's not that hard. Wow. Okay. I like Sonya Deville. Okay, I'm not gonna give her any shit. I'm not gonna give her any shit. You know what's hilarious about this? I've had 5-star matches before, and I have them again. What are the 5 stars, Sonya? No, I'm not. No shade. I'm asking you what do you think the 5 stars are? Which ones? I want to go watch it. I'm not saying that she doesn't have it. I just want to know. I've been working my ass off to get there after some setbacks. You sit in a secondhand gaming chair in your parents' basement, eating some hot Cheetos, and picking your nose. What did he say? Oh, he deleted it. What a loser. Boo. Boo. He deleted it. Stand on business. Don't tweet nonsense and get deleted. Boo. He deleted it. Boo. I'm a Sonya Deville supporter, okay? I'm a supporter. Am I gonna lie and tell you her in-ring is great? No. But she said she had 5 stars. I want to see the matches. So show me what those matches were. But yeah, that's crazy talk, man. That's crazy. Folks be saying crazy stuff online. Leave Sonya Deville alone. That's what I say. Leave Sonya Deville alone. Oh no, Dakota losing the finals because of Sonya? That's possible. Right now they're doing the whole PFC hates Dakota Kai thing. So it's very possible that Dakota Kai could lose because of them. That would probably not work for my heel turn for Dakota Kai, but they can always do the heel turn later on. So yeah, I think PFC is gonna be a problem. Even what's her face when Nia Jax was recording herself doing her hair. In the background, you could hear Shayna Baszler talking shit about Dakota Kai. So they're definitely honing in on Dakota Kai. Probably because after Io Sky loses, we're going to get a PFC against Damage Control storyline, which I predicted to happen a long time ago. We're going back to the whole PFC versus Dakota Kai and Damage Control. Are folks excited about that? I don't know. Do you want to see that? I don't know, but I think we're going to get that. Because once Io loses, what is she going to do? Okay, Io going to lose to Liv Morgan, and then what? She's going to be walking around doing nothing? No, you have to do something with Io and Kairi and Dakota Kai. So you do PFC versus Damage Control for a little bit, filler feud, whatever, into Mania season, into the Rumble season, and then you can get going there. Okay, I don't know what else you're going to do. Because, again, Io is not beating Liv Morgan, and Io is not winning the Rumble. So what are you going to do? PFC. Now, folks get mad about that. You get mad about that storyline, but it's there. It makes sense because Dakota Kai was taken out in kayfabe by PFC. So it works fine. Io versus Rhea. I don't see it. Not now. Maybe later, but not now. Imagine if Dakota Kai versus Lyra in the finals. PFC cost Dakota the win. I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. I think. So not the finals, folks. Not the finals. You have a Zoe Stark against Dakota Kai match coming up now. In the semifinals, you're going to have Dakota Kai against PFC in the semis. Why would they not cheat there? Why would they let it get past that match? You know? You have a situation where Dakota Kai says, hey, Io, Kairi Sane, need you guys help. Shayna and Sonya Deville will get involved in a match, right? They're going to get involved. I need your help to beat Zoe Stark. Keep them out of the way. Don't let them interfere. Don't let them interfere. And it will interfere and cost Dakota Kai the match. Dakota could get mad and say, you go 2 ways. She'd get mad and say, what are you guys doing? You're supposed to help me. You weren't there for me. you let me down heel turn, or she stays a face. You have Io, Dakota, and Kairi Sane team up to take on PFC. What's more compelling? Probably Dakota Kai being upset that Io and Kairi Sane didn't help her, or didn't help her well enough. That's probably the better storyline, but it go either way. But yes, there's a semifinals, folks. The semis where Zoe Stark will probably be facing Dakota Kai. So I have a hard time predicting that Zoe Stark is possible. She could lose to Kyrie. She could lose to Dakota Kai for sure. The problem with doing that is if you want to crown Lyra Valkyria, you want to crown her, have the crowd hyped about her winning, don't put her up against Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai would have the fan support in that scenario, right? Dakota Kai is going to be the fan favorite in that scenario. So you put Lyra against Zoe Stark, then Lyra would be the conquering hero. Yes, let's go Lyra. Let's go Bird Lady, right? If it's Dakota Kai, they'll be saying, let's go Dakota. And you may not want the booing for Lyra if the plan is to keep Lyra face, which I think it is. So I'm still going to stick to my guns and say that Lyra will face Zoe Stark in the finals. Dakota Kai will lose to Zoe Stark in semis. I agree. Finals will be Zoe. Pedro, make up your mind. You said finals will be Zoe. You said finals will be Dakota Kai. They're on the same side of the bracket, my guy. What are the finals with Lyra against Raquel? The problem with that is that Raquel has 2 matches she had to get through. Triple threat match in a semis. Am I supposed to believe that Rhea will keep herself in the back and not get involved in 2 straight matches for Raquel? I don't think so. In fact, I think Raquel will get screwed by Rhea Ripley in the first match. Again, triple threat match, no disqualifications. If we're going to have interference, is there. I think Raquel will get a rude awakening from Rhea Ripley during that match. Rhea takes Raquel out of it, similar to how the Jade Cargill attack took Bianca out of her match. Rhea Ripley will take Raquel out of her match. Maybe she'll attack Liv Morgan backstage, or maybe she'll run down there herself and attack Raquel. Either way, Raquel gets out of that match. It's 1-on-1 between Zoe and who's the other chick? Is it Kaden Carter in that match? I don't remember. Let's see who else is in that first round match. Is Raquel and who? Raquel, Zoe Stark and who? Kaden Carter. It is Kaden Carter. Okay. Yeah, I think Kaden Carter takes the pin to Zoe Stark. Zoe Stark's advances. Yeah, that's my Here's a question, guys. I'm gonna leave it up to you for the stream. Do you want me to talk about AEW or just continue to talk about what we're talking about now? So do we talk about AEW or forget about it and stay with WWE for the rest of the stream? Because I can talk about AEW if you want me to. Oh, Dynamite? Are you sure? So Richard wants Dynamite. Let's see some other inputs here. Raquel is overrated. By who? Because IWC doesn't like her. So who's overrated? If she's overrated, who's overrating her? Stay with WWE. So we got one stay with WWE. Got one Talk Dynamite. Rhea is going to cost Raquel. I agree. If PSC tries to interfere in the finals against Lyra, who will be on Lyra's side to help her out? Probably the party girls. Hayden, Carter, and Katana Chance. Even though they're kind of annoyed with her, right? Based on that last backstage segment, they were mad with her. But that's what you do. Who else could get involved besides the party birds? Yeah, that'd be it. The party birds. So I guess she has to be nicer in the coming weeks. If not, she's gonna be by herself 1-on-1. Okay, let's talk about AEW real quick. I think the Bad Blood botch hurt Raquel. Maybe. It's not her fault. Talk Dynamite? Fine. Okay, so Dynamite was rough. So we have the Continental Classic, right? This is a round robin tournament for a mid-card belt. First problem is a mid-card belt. Why are you doing this for mid card? A lot of the time and planning and energy is going toward this mid card belt. I think it's a mistake. It should be for the top title, but it's not. It's Continental Classic mid card. I don't think the ratings will be high for this. I think they made a mistake. I think these round robin tournaments should be for the top prize. The winner should face Moxley, but that's not what they're doing. So the winner will take on, what's his face? Who's the current Continental champion? Takeshita? Right. Anyway, so that's the problem here. You have another match here. Benjamin against Kyle Fletcher. So Shelton Benjamin come down there to have a match. It was a good match between him and Kyle Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher wins by cheating. Solid match, but okay. Again, it's for a mid-card belt. Then you had Hook coming down there to talk crap to Nick Wayne. I don't care about this feud at all. I don't care about Hook against Nick Wayne or Christian Cage or anything like that. Unfortunately, they took out Taz, his father. He's upset. He wants to face them. He wants to fight Nick Wayne for what he did to Taz. Whatever. They come down there. They jump him. Who comes out to help him? I don't remember. But they don't. Nick Wayne attacks his hand and injures his hand. So, that's the direction of going with this. Hook is now disabled or hurt, how you want to say it. I don't really care about Christian and his little briefcase. Not briefcase, but his basically has money in the bank with that whole contract in the case thing. Don't really care about that. You have Mercedes Moné coming down. So last time we saw Mercedes Moné, Camille was injured by somebody. We don't know who happened. We don't know who attacked her. Someone attacked her. Camille quit her job with Mercedes and got jumped by someone. The culprit is still on the loose. Still don't know who it is. She's now feuding with Anna Jay. The women's division is rough right now. It's very rough. I talk about it all the time that I have a soft spot for Anna Jay because of her time in the 5-star GP in Japan. She tries to get better. She wants to improve. She's dedicated to getting better in the ring. That's all great. But I'm not going to lie and tell you I'm excited about this feud because I'm not. Anna Jay is a filler feud for Mercedes Moné. I guess we'll see how it goes, but they're doing Mercedes against Anna Jay. Woohoo, right? We'll see what happens there. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure they'll have a fine match, but I'm not that thrilled about this storytelling here. Then you have MVP pleading to Shelton Benjamin about being more aggressive, being more physical, have more edge, stop toying around with folks and be dominant, hurt people. That's the plan here. The Hurt Syndicate got to hurt folks. So that's the message he wants to get across. He's disappointed with Shelton Benjamin. Very disappointed, right? And Shelton Benjamin jacks up some random folks with AEW, some random staff members get jacked up for no reason. So Shelton Benjamin showing a little bit more aggression there and hurting these random folks who did nothing wrong. Move on to the next match. So here's the Dozen Battle Royal. The winners, the two remaining, will take on MJF. I don't know why. I'm sorry. They take each other on to face MJF. I don't know, for the Diamond Ring. The AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring. Like, why do I care about the damn Diamond Ring? Can somebody tell me why I actually care about the Diamond Ring? But okay. It's gonna be what's his face? Adam Cole and what's his face? But they both won it. Kyle O'Reilly, the best friends, taking on each other next week for the right to get the Dynamite Diamond Ring from MJF. I don't give a shit about this feud or the Diamond Ring. I don't care. They messed up this whole Adam Cole storyline when Adam Cole turned face for no reason. It's all a disaster because they changed the original plan. Adam Cole is now face. MJF is now heel. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but whatever. Next, we have a very good vignette for Julia Hart. So Julia Hart is not my favorite in-ring competitor. She's not the best in the ring. She's very green in my opinion, but she has a very good look. Tony Khan loves her. And the person doing her vignettes are doing a very good job. I told that person online that I enjoyed their work because she's online talking about her involvement with these vignettes. So I like what they're doing with the vignettes, but the whole Julia Hart against Jamie Hayter feud makes no sense. I'll talk about that later. Not a fan of it. But yeah, that's what they're doing. Jamie Hayter against Julia Hart. Are you excited? I don't know. Freaking Swerve took out Max very quickly. By Max, I mean Max Caster. Max Caster was trying to impress MVP or got something MVP said to him, whatever, made him go after Swerve Strickland. Didn't work out for him. It was a squash match, was appropriate. It was appropriate for him to take out Max Caster very quickly. So I appreciate that. Swerve still wants to take on Lashley. That's his main feud right now. Swerve against Lashley. We'll see how that goes. Okay. But Swerve, Lashley is still the direction they're going. Then you had a promo from MJF. MJF is talking sense, right? He basically calls out Adam Cole for being a hypocrite. Adam Cole was the one who turned heel. He's the one who turned on Max. That's a problem with this whole storyline. Adam Cole is not in the right, but he's the face. MJF is the heel, but he's right. Adam Cole turned on him, right? They had to change the storyline, but Max is correct. Max is not the heel here. It's actually Adam Cole. Baby. Okay, so this was a babyface promo from the heel. And I agree with him. Good storytelling, I guess. The heel is right. All right. Completely right. Adam Cole looks like a dope because he's wrong. Like, dude, you attacked him. They should never have changed the storyline. They should have just went with Max being the babyface and Adam Cole being the heel, but they changed it. Doesn't work for me. I'm not into it at all. It's a mistake. Okay. The Swerve Lashley feud seems done. That's not what Swerve said. Swerve said last night he still wants to face him. So Swerve still has Lashley in his crosshairs. So we'll see how that goes. Julia Hart wanting to face Jamie Hayter is dumb. I agree. It's not great. All right, Max is I think Max is right here about Adam Cole. See where it goes. So here's the match next week. Adam Cole against Kyle O'Reilly. I think Kyle O'Reilly will lose to Adam Cole, and that'll be that. I don't care about the storyline at all. Then you had Pac against I'm gonna blank on his name. Switchblade. Jeez, my gosh. He loses. Pac loses. Makes sense. Yeah, there are miscasts. MJF and Adam Cole, miscast for sure. It's never changed it. It's very dumb. Then what are the names? The Death Riders? How you want to call it? Moxley's crew of jobbers. Not jobbers. They attacked him from behind. It is what it is. Then Adam Page comes out there. So I don't hate the storyline right now. I don't hate it. I'm actually interested to see what they do here. So I'm watching it. I think it's okay. I don't like Moxley. That's my biggest problem with this. I'm just not a fan of Moxley. He's fine as a character. I'm just not a fan of his in-ring. He's the champion, so it is what it is when it comes to Moxley at this point. But they have so many people in this top story right now that I'm not sure if Jay White, like, who's the main feud here for Moxley? Is it Jay White? Is it Adam Page? Is it my man Freshly Squeezed? Like, who's the actual storyline here between? Because Orange Cassidy came and jumped him from behind and tried to choke him out with a damn cord. So is it Jay? Is it Orange? Is it Adam Page? Is it all three of them, I guess? Are we getting a War Games? Is it leading to War Games? I don't know. But Orange Cassidy tried to attack him from behind. Hangman punched Moxley a couple times. Marina Shafir grabbed Orange Cassidy. Ultimately, they all hit their finishers. Jay White hit his finisher. Adam Page hit his finisher. And they all stand tall. What does it mean? When is the War Game? When's Blood and Guts? Did Blood and Guts already pass? Like, what's happening? I think it already passed a long time ago. So I don't know what they're doing here. Will it be a 6-man tag coming up here with Moxley and Claudio, Yuta? I don't know. But here's your storyline, folks. Jay White, Hangman, Orange Cassidy. I don't hate it. I'm watching to see what happens here. But yeah, I just don't care for Moxley that much, so we don't know. Yeah, happy back in July, I know. Yeah, I just threw that out because the Survivor Series just happened. A Survivor Series in the mind, or on the mind. So yeah, no blood and guts. I don't know what's happening here. And then you're probably gonna have what's his face join? Crash Test Dummy himself. Just blanking on names today. Blanking on names. I'm blanking on his name right now, but I'll say it in a second. Then you had a little vignette from Moxley and his crew, the Death Riders, how you want to call it. It was fine. Jamie Hayter cutting a promo on Julia Hart. Jamie Hayter storyline since she returned had been filler feud after filler feud after I don't give a shit. You know, it's not the best. They have not done a good job. They brought her back without a plan. And now she's just walking around cutting promos on Julia Hart. I don't really care because I have no reason to be invested in that storyline at all. I don't care. Went from being the most over woman in the company, AEW Becky Lynch, that's what they're saying, the Becky Lynch of AEW, in terms of being over the crowd, to now she's just cutting promos on green talent. Because yes, I think Julia Hart is green. So yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Jamie Hayter, I feel for you. I wouldn't get too upset. You got a lot of injury time. Okay? So don't get Tony Khan upset with you. Just, do your thing. Just go ahead and expect that injury time to be added on, because that's what Tony Khan does. He'll add on that injury time. So got a long, like a year worth of injury time to add on to her contract. But ultimately, she'll get that championship back eventually. Maybe she'll dethrone Mercedes Moné at some point. They're saving it. They're saving the Mercedes Moné feud. They're saving not Mariah May, because Toni Storm will be Mariah May's ultimate end game, I think. So yeah, I don't know what they're doing with Jamie Hayter. They're having a holding period or holding pattern. We'll see. Yeah, so I don't know why I was blanking on Darby Allin's name. So Darby Allin's gonna be the other guy I think that might join the three of them here. Darby, we'll see. We'll see if that happens though. But Jamie Hayter is rough going for Jamie. Let's move on. Then we have Anna Jay against Penelope Ford. Jesus. This feud very short. Anna Jay wins. Penelope Ford. They did a fine job. It was fine match. I'm not going to complain about it. They did their best. Anna Jay came out the victory. She's undefeated except for Mariah May, I think. She beat everybody. She beat Deonna Purrazzo. Talk about Deonna Purrazzo if you want to. My God, her booking. Where is she right now? She should have went to WWE. She should have went to that. I don't know. Her booking may not be better there either. But she did get an offer from WWE, apparently. She chose AEW. And now she's doing what? What is Deonna Purrazzo doing? I don't know. Her best friend, Chelsea Green, is killing it. But I don't know what she's doing. Deonna Purrazzo is nowhere to be found. But anyway, Anna Jay, she won against Deonna. She beat Penelope. She's on a roll, except for Mariah May match. So now she's challenging Mercedes Moné. Mercedes is in her crosshairs. She slaps Mercedes Moné. Didn't hear the slap at all. May have hit all hair, but I didn't hear the slap when she slapped her. The moment was not great. Again, I have a soft spot for Anna Jay. I want her to succeed. I want her to have a good career here. But I'm not going to lie and tell you I'm looking forward to this match. I'm sure Mercedes Moné will do a good job with Anna Jay. But here you go. 2 weeks from now, Anna Jay, Mercedes Moné, for all the marbles at Holiday Bash on TV on Dynamite. and they will lose, and rightfully so. Okay. She was backstage at Survivor Series. Who was? Oh yeah, Deonna Purrazzo. Yeah, she was. She had a picture with Naomi. A picture with Naomi on her birthday. Naomi was in Canada on her birthday for the show for Survivor Series, so she must have been there. Quick investigation will tell you that. So she was there for Survivor Series backstage. Deonna Purrazzo was. Darby Allin against Will Ospreay next week. This will be a fun match. Will beat Darby for sure, I think. This was a very good segment, I thought. So Mariah May had a very good segment with Mina Shirakawa. Says that, hey, Mina can't shake your tits forever. You know, you got to do some work here, which I appreciated that line, by the way. Then Mina came up and said, hey, do it to my face. She gave her the bottle, said, you tried to hit me from the back with the bottle. Do it to my face now. Make me work. That's what she said. Good segment. Very quick, very effective. Made them look like badasses. No tit shaking, no silliness. It was serious feud, serious build up. I like it. I'm more excited about the match now. Good work from both of them. Good stuff. No silliness, no joking around. It was all business between Mariah and Mina. Credit where credit's due. Good stuff. Yeah, so this will be good. They'll do a good job next week. Mina will lose. And maybe Toni Storm will return. Why is she saying women's wrestling is dead? She's a heel, right? She's saying the heel thing. Supposedly, right? Because I think last week or on Collision, whatever, what's her face? Held up a sign saying WWE, like women's wrestling, yada yada, AEW is good, whatever. And then she said, no, that's not. Women's wrestling is dead. That's what she said. She's being a heel. She's saying a heel thing. At least that's how it's supposed to be taken. It's supposed to be a heel saying a heel thing, right? That's how it's supposed to be. I don't know if that's how the audience is taking it. But yeah. Thunder Rosa, that's who held up the sign last week about the AEW and women's wrestling. But yeah, she had a problem with that. Good segment though. Good segment for Mina and Mariah. So on the entire show, this was a good segment. I skipped over the Jericho shit. I don't care about Jericho at all. What was the other segment that was good? This was okay. The Jay White, Hangman, Orange Cassidy thing was okay. MJF cut a good promo, even though he supposed to be the heel. Cut a babyface promo because the writing is bad right now. Solid vignette. And that's pretty much it. Like some good matches, of course. I'm talking more about the storytelling. The matches are fine. Storytelling is the issue I have with this show. For the most part. Brody King against Claudio. Claudio wins. Good match. Claudio cheated though, by the way. So problem is they're opening and closing with the mid-card round robin tournament. That's how they're opening and closing the show. It's not the best idea, I don't think. I just don't agree with it. It'd be better off telling a story where the winner takes on Moxley, have the big guns in there, have MJF, have Will Ospreay, you have Orange Cassidy, you're having Hangman, having Swerve, have them in the damn Continental Classic, but going for the top title, not a mid card. Because I want the WWE to have a tournament like this, but the winner will be getting an opportunity for the top title, not a mid card. That's a problem they're doing. Like, I don't understand why they're doing the mid card tournament. That is open and closing the show, but we'll see what the ratings are tonight. We'll see what the ratings are. I don't think it'll be that high. I just don't. Wow, 2 hours flew by. Jeez. Oh yeah, 'cause I started late. That's what happened. I started late. Because my audio issues. Sonya cutting a promo online. Talked about it already. I'm a fan of Sonya Deville. I'm a supporter of Sonya Deville. I'm all about Sonya Deville. Let's see what else is happening on Twitter that I need to talk about. Let's see. Let me go to bookmarks real quick. Bookmarks. Let's see. The Rock. What's going on with The Rock? The Rock is PW Insider on the talk of on all the talk as of late surrounding The Rock and WrestleMania 41. WWE works on their creative, and if/when The Rock tells them, The Rock has all control, folks. This is what I like to do. They'll change accordingly. If The Rock wants to do something, that's good as saying Ari Emanuel telling Triple H to do something. So basically, The Rock has the power of Ari Emanuel. Basically, he is on the board. He wants to be on the show. He will be on the show. He has ultimate control. He's over Triple H. There's nothing Triple H can do about it. They'll pivot when the time comes if he wants to be on the show. So they'll pivot if and when The Rock descends down from the board of directors in Hollywood. So The Rock has the final say on if he'll be in the Mania show. We'll see if that happens. Right now, they're operating like he won't be there. If he is going to be there, he'll raise his hand and they'll put him in the story somehow. But they got to tell him, he has to tell them at least like around Rumble season what's happening, because they have to have a plan before Rumble, I think. They got to plan accordingly. So before Rumble, I think Rock has given the go-ahead on whether he'll be in it or not. I think he wants to be there. I think he wants to participate according to his Instagram stuff. So we'll probably be getting Rock at Mania. I'm not at all like worried about that. Liv Morgan has some type of video. I don't know what she's doing, but she's filming something for video. Keeping it quiet. Good for her. Looks great, of course. January, there's a new. Who cares about Hulk Hogan? Seriously, who cares about Hulk Hogan? But January, there'll be another Saturday Night Main Event. I'm guessing that'll be the show where Nia Jax defends. The Liv is defending. Liv is defending now on the December show for Saturday Night Main Event. So I'm assuming in the January edition, Nia will defend there. Against who? Maybe Bianca? I don't know. So yeah, we have another Saturday Night Main Event coming up very soon. If you're wondering why it's happening so soon, I believe NBC gets to dictate that, and they get one every quarter, right? So you have one quarter, which is December, and the next quarter will be January. So, well, not January, but I think January to like March or April or whatever. So they can decide a win during that time, and they chose January. So that's why it's so damn close. I feel like we just had one. We're going to have another one very back to back. So back to back months, you're getting Saturday Night Main Event. I think Nia Jax will defend there, but I could be wrong. Who knows? What else is happening that I bookmarked? Let's see. Shotzi's back. The girl is on her way back from recovery. She tore her ACL. Now she's back training. Good for Shotzi. We're happy to see Shotzi on her way back. Who else do I need to talk about? Saree is getting a lot of crap for her Uranagi because she hurt Nanaye's neck. And now they asked Nika Sai about the same situation. And she said she hurt her neck one time as well on Saree's Uranagi. That sucks for you, Saree. But yeah, there's a lot of talk about her finisher, your Uranagi, and if it's too dangerous. I don't know. We'll see where that goes. Maybe they should save it for big shows. Maybe on the big show, she should hit the Uranagi, but not every damn finisher. Because apparently, it's very dangerous. Because Nika Sai almost hurt her neck. And then on yeah, that's right. Nanaye hurt his neck. She almost broke her neck. So let's maybe like stop doing it so much. I don't know. I like Saree. I like the finisher. But if Nanaye got hurt and now Nika Sai she almost got hurt, maybe it's time to look at that finisher and not do it so often. I don't know. Passion. Yep, Passion. For sure. Passion Merchant got hurt. Scott Demores for Major League Wrestling says he's open to working with WWE. He's open to it. Will it happen? I don't think so anytime soon, but he's open to working with NXT, basically, not the main roster. That's not happening, but open door policy with the WWE, with talent and a show. We'll see if that happens. I doubt it. What else happened? Ricochet said he's responsible for AEW. This is funny. He says it wasn't for Ricochet, there'd be no AEW. Is it right? You tell me.
Custom made for a company like AEW?
Absolutely. I mean, I think, come on, let's be like, and I'm not saying that I am the sole reason.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying.
Say it. Say you're the sole reason.
If there wasn't Ricochet, there would not be AEW.
Okay, I like it.
Again, I'm not saying I'm the sole reason that it happened, but I'm just saying I feel like what I have done, you know.
You talking about with Ospreay?
Just with Ospreay, with Pac, with AR Fox, with Dragon Gate, with PWG, with everything, you know, overseas, you know, New Japan, everything I feel like I have done in my past career helped set up a world where AEW can exist, you know. And I'm not saying it's just me, it's the Young Bucks, it's Kenny Omega, it's Ospreay, it's everybody, but I'm just saying without Ricochet, there'd be no Ospreay, really. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think you're custom made for a company?
He says without Ricochet, there'd be no Ospreay. He said without Ricochet, he's a part of the puzzle. He's not saying he's the sole reason. He's saying he's a part of the puzzle. He's a part of the reason why AEW can exist. Is he wrong? He says he's part of it. His matches, his activity, his work that he put in over the years has given the, I guess I want to know how he phrases it. Like, how do you think that came about? He's saying that because of what he did, because of his work in the ring and his activity, that brand of wrestling is now what AEW is, right? So the indie scene that you worked, all that work showed that could be a product that would be successful. I think that's what he's saying. Like, yeah, I understand what he means. It's up to you to decide if he's right or not, but I understand what he means. I think I understand what he means. I think self-glazing, yeah, probably. I think that's it for the bookmark stuff that I want to talk about. Yeah, any other questions that you guys have about anything about? We'll talk about SmackDown tomorrow. SmackDown's huge. SmackDown is huge. I think it'll be a very, very, very big show on SmackDown. A lot of surprises. This might be one of the most highly anticipated SmackDowns for me. The SmackDowns after the big PLEs are always good, just like Raw. They're story-driven, new direction for people, new storylines, big angles on SmackDown. What's going to happen with the tag titles, with Bianca's titles? What's going to happen with you're going to get any revelations, or not revelations, but any reveals about Jade Cargill? Is Naomi going to win her match? Because I always say, if Naomi wins her match, she's going to the finals. She's winning it. Okay? Or she's turning heel. One of the two. I think if Naomi wins her match, she goes all the way to the finals. And get Bayley against Naomi again. This time, Naomi has to win. It'll be a heel turn. Have that going for you. You got a lot of stuff happening on SmackDown that could happen. I'm very interested on SmackDown. I'm very interested to see what they do. I saw that part about Sonya Deville, a 5-star match. I saw that. I heard there's going to be one more match added to Saturday Night Main Event. What's the actual card right now? Saturday Night Main Event. I know the 2 women's matches, but what are the other matches? I don't know. Let's see what the other matches are for the show. Oh, there's 4 of them now, right? There's 4. Yeah, maybe something else. Like 2-hour TV show, right? 2-hour show commercials. So 5 could happen. But you can have a lot of segments, a lot of promo stuff. So Maybe not 5 matches are required. I don't know yet though. Finals for the U.S. title for the women. Liv, Io, Gunther, Baylor, Finn Balor, Cody, Kevin Owens. So these will all be very long matches. All 4 of them will be very, very long matches, you would think. So maybe you don't need 5. You have 4 bangers that are longer. Be fine with all the commercial breaks and with all the promo segments and backstage stuff they're gonna have. I think 4 is plenty for 2 hours. It's not a 3-hour PLE, which would be 5 shows, right? Or 5 matches, right? This is a 2-hour show, I think, right? So if it's 2 hours, 2-hour special. 4 matches is plenty. 4 matches is plenty for a 2-hour special. Especially if you get the matches time. If you get these matches time, 4 is plenty. You have a 15-minute final for the women, a 15 to 20-minute final for the Liv Io, a 15 to 20-minute Finn Gunther, and a 15 to 20-minute Cody's Kevin Owens. With a lot of backstage stuff, a lot of promo segments, that's plenty of time. Plenty of time. Naomi versus Bayley, I agree. I think that's the match. I think that's the match for this right here. Especially if Naomi wins, it's a wrap. If she beats Tiffany, well, I think she will in the first round, that's what they're going to do. Naomi should be the one that attacked Jade Cargill. That's what they should do. Will they do it? I don't know. But they should. But they should. That's why I have Dakota Kai in the finals. I'm up for the US title. I'm sorry, for the IC title. I have Zoe. Unless the plan is to turn Dakota Kai heel, I have Zoe. Because she's gonna be a fan favorite in the finals against Lyra Valkyria. I don't think you want to do that if Lyra's gonna be face. Now if Lyra's gonna be heel, then never mind. But I think she's gonna be face, so I wouldn't do that. Any questions? Oh, he's a 5-star? This is the 5-star match? Okay. I'm gonna go back and watch that match. So Sonya tweeted this out. Her match with Liv Morgan. She's trolling. Her match with Liv Morgan is a 5-star. I'll go back and watch it. Maybe she's right. I'll go back and watch that match. Let me retweet this so I remind myself. I don't remember how good it was. This is a match where you push Sonya Deville through a table? No, I'll go back and watch that 5-star. Sonya. I respect you, Sonya. I'll go back and watch it. I'll go back and watch it, see if you're right. She's having fun. Look at her. She says, okay, I'm done. I'm having fun. That was fun. So she's having fun. She was joking around. But I'll go back and watch it. I don't think she thinks she's some kind of like in-ring aficionado. I never once taken a break ever. Are you referring to that one time a man broke into my house? Wow. Tried to kill me? Or the one injury I had in my teen career? I'll wait. He's like really like cooking tonight. I support Sonya Deville, okay? I support her. May not be the best in the ring, but I support her. Similar to Anna Jay, I support. I'm a fan. But I'll be honest with you. Unlike some of these stands, you want an honest opinion on her, I'll give you an honest opinion. Good on the mic. In the ring, not great. But I'm a supporter of her. Yeah, Sonya Deville's had a little moment on Twitter. I'll go back and watch this match, see if it's actually a 5-star. Probably not, but I'll go see it. New report on Jade Cargill from Fightful. About what? I mean, what could it possibly be about? What could it possibly be about? She's not injured, like PW Insider said. That's what it's gonna be. We can confirm that she's not actually injured. Oh, thanks, Sean. We know now. We know now. That Jade Port will say a lot, you think? We'll see. I'm not convinced he'll say a lot. I'm not convinced. Live with Miss Extreme for a month? She sure was. She was Miss Extreme for a month, then it was over. Then it was over. I think SmackDown will be great this week. I really think it'll be great. Setting the stage for the next set of storylines going into Mania season for SmackDown. They gave the Extreme stuff a shot. They sure did. They did. Acting crazy and talking crazy, like people make fun of her promo style when she turned more extreme. It was fine. You know, it's a tag team for Tegan Nox. Yeah, it was. Any other questions before we wrap it up? Dakota pinning Zoe, in the finals. I'm the finals. Will be the last straw for her. For PFC, I think. Okay. So you thinking PFC will break up? Oh, they're going to attack Dakota Kai. Okay, I see what you're saying. So Zoe Stark will lose. Gonna get mad. Attack Dakota Kai in the finals. Then Lyra wins the belt that way? Do you do that? I don't know about that. I don't know if you have Lyra win the belt in that type of manner. I think you want to clean, as clean as possible. As clean as possible, you want a Lyra victory, you would think. That's how I'm guessing Lyra against Zoe Stark. Ever let Maxine dress me up again? What's happening with Maxine and Zoe Stark?
There we go. Okay. I figured you didn't have, you know.
That? And because you're going to be my little angel princess. You see, PFC gave me this and this to work with. But
So Maxine dressed up Zoe Stark
and I created an ice princess. Wow.
It was
You
fine.
look amazing, Zoe. Perfection, Maestro.
I don't
Do a
like
spin.
it. What?
Do a spin.
Guys.
Do a spin.
Okay, calm down.
Oh, my Lanta! You have so much to work on. Now,
It looks
what do you
uncomfortable.
think?
But it looks fine.
Sonia, Shayna, get me out of this now.
There you have it, folks. They're having a good old time. They're having a good old time backstage these days.
Ice princess. Wow! You look amazing, Zoe. Perfection, Maestro. Do a spin.
What?
Zoe Stark could be a good babyface.
Guys.
Do a spin.
I think Zoe Stark could be a good babyface. She's funny. She's got a good personality.
Lanta!
She'd be a good face when the time comes.
Now,
Especially in a comedy
what do you
angle.
think?
I think she'd cook.
Sonia, Shayna,
I
get
think
me
she's
out of
naturally
this
funny.
now.
She's got a good personality. I like Zoe Stark a lot. I think she'd fit very well in the right storyline. As a face, she'd do very well. She's a goofball. She's a complete goofball backstage. Zoe Stark is. I think he'll do well. Here's some news, I guess. I thought it was obvious, but apparently not. Raw on Netflix in 2025 will air live no matter where it's taking place. Makes sense, because it's going to be streaming, so of course, why would it not be live wherever, everywhere? When the company heads in Europe on the road to WrestleMania 41, Raw will stream live in the United States at the same time. Yep. So when Raw is overseas, that means Raw will be running in the middle of the day, like 2 p.m., maybe 1 p.m., right? And you get home from work and watch it afterwards. So, assuming you work during the day, right? When you get home, Raw will be on Netflix, turn it on, watch it. Because it'll be live in the UK and overseas during that time. So, it'll be interesting. It'd be interesting to go home from work and turn on Netflix and watch Raw, you know? Because it'll be live where it's at. So wherever Raw is, it'll be live. So Live in the UK, it's 1 p.m. Eastern time in America. Live in America, then UK gotta wake up early or watch it later. You know, it's gonna be available in VOD on TV, so on the streaming service. So new experience for us folks. But I like the idea of it being live no matter where. So just be live all the time. No waiting. So just watch it later on. Simple. Not have to wait till 8 p.m. No, watch when you get home, whenever you want. Smart. No issues there at all. All right, folks. Leave her alone. People making fun of Sonya Deville were a 5-star match thing. Leave her alone. That's what I say. Leave Sonya Deville alone. Min is going to get a push. Yeah, I think she will. No way. This is not wrestling at all. Bill Belichick interviewed for the North Carolina job. It's insane if true. That's insane if true. North Carolina and Bill Belichick. Wow. Imagine the recruiting there. If Bill Belichick willing to recruit on the trail, that'd be crazy for North Carolina. Wow. That'd be crazy. Anyway, I hope Finn becomes a world champion. I agree. I want Finn to get his due, his chance to shine. You know? He never smiles, he doesn't. While he's coaching, he doesn't. On his shows he's been doing on TV, he smiles all the time. This is funny. Thunder Rosa is very unhappy with people asking if she's still in AEW, seemingly because nobody watches Collision or Rampage. That's hilarious. No, I'm sorry, Thunder Rosa. Nobody watches that show. They don't watch it, unfortunately. AEW exists on Saturdays. So if you're not doing anything on Saturday, watch the show. That's funny. So apparently, if you're working on Collision and Rampage, folks aren't seeing you because nobody watches those shows. So they'll ask, "Hey, Thunder Rosa, are you still on AEW's payroll? You still work for the company?" Yes, she does, but she's in the hole that is Collision and Rampage that nobody watches. That's sad. That's sad. We can bookmark that for later. That's sad. Nobody watches Collision or Rampage. It's probably feel sorry for Athena. Even less people watch that. Even less people watch Ring of Honor. So Athena, over there cooking on Ring of Honor, nobody cares. Tweet deleted? Which tweet? Nobody watches those shows. Wait. Keenan, is that true? Suzuki against Mercedes Monet in 10 days? What show is that? What show is that? Oh, that's a New Japan show. When? What's the name of it? Well, that's a loss for Suzuki, of course. Talked about that before. Set for New Japan. When's that show? I thought it already happened. Am I crazy? December 15th. Okay, here it is. December 15th. Yeah, here it is. Okay, so Suzuki is taking on Mercedes Moné. That match has not happened yet. I'm losing it. Yeah, that's gonna happen on the 15th. Here it is. Boom. Here it is. Another big loss for Hazuki. Another loss. I have a soft spot for Hazuki as well. She has not won the white belt time and time again. Every time she gets an opportunity to win a singles belt, she loses. This will be no different. Not a chance in hell. Not a chance in hell she beats Mercedes Moné. Another loss for Hazuki. Oh, but she'll have her tag team run with Koguma. I don't care, okay? No offense to Koguma, no offense to her, okay? I want Hazuki to have her own singles run, but that's not happening anytime soon. So I guess her little tag team she has going will be her claim to fame. But I think there's more they could do with Hazuki, but that's not happening anytime soon. So yeah. We'll see how the match. It'll be a good match for sure. Fun fact: Hazuki was in her first match in Stardom when Mercedes Moné went to Japan for the first time. Had a triple threat match between her, Azumi, and Hazuki. Good match, very good match. But yeah, that was a long time ago. At this point, feels like a long time ago, like almost 3 years ago, right? That match with Azumi and Hazuki. Let's see. Mercedes Moné, Azumi, Hazuki. That was it 2023? Damn, it felt like farther back than that. That wasn't that far ago. You know, it felt like it was a long time ago. It really wasn't. Good match though. Very good match. I'll say this about Cage match. People give a shit about Cage match. Really shouldn't give a shit about Cage match. Cage match, a bunch of random users. Who cares what they think? Stop giving a shit about Cage match ratings. All right, it doesn't matter. I swear, people give too much power to these Cage match ratings. Like, who gives a shit? A bunch of nerds on here. A bunch of nerds that had nothing better to do than make these ratings. Like, who cares? Like, who has the time to make these shit? Like, who cares? A bunch of randos. Doesn't matter what they think. Doesn't matter at all. Okay. Not matter. Cage match ratings. Who cares? People say that Starlight Kid will beat Natsupoi at All-Star Grand Queendom. Oh, then Zuki will take it from Starlight Kid? Maybe. I can see that. I'm just not gonna guarantee anything when it comes to Taro Okada. I love to see it. I love to see that for Hazuki to have the white belt. But why would you have Starlight Kid have such a short? Well, eventually you saying, okay, so Starlight Kid will beat Natsupoi, and then down the road at some point she'll beat Starlight Kid. You're saying maybe. I just don't have any confidence in that whatsoever. No confidence. What's the match card for All-Star Grand Queendom? That actually revealed yet? Not revealed yet, right? Are you projecting? Are you guessing? That hasn't been announced, right? They haven't announced Natsupoi against Starlight Kid, right? Your fantasy booking. Complete fantasy booking. Right? That's not been announced. I need Starlight Kid in the Federation. Well, this is what we can hope for, Solar. We can all hope that Natsupoi, well, not Natsupoi. We can all hope that Starlight Kid goes to Las Vegas, where she will be there, right? She goes to Las Vegas. She goes to Stand and Deliver, and she watches her friend, her colleague, or a former colleague, Julia win the title against Roxanne Perez, she says, wow, that could be me one day. Right? That's what you have to hope. So give her a ticket to Stand and Deliver. Give her a first row ticket. She watches Julia win up close and personal. And she says, that could be me one day. The Starlight Kid is very young. She's very young. She's super talented. She's money. She's money, right? Because of that damn mask. She admires Rey Mysterio. She's going to be very popular with that mask, right? She comes over. She gets over. She's only 23 years old. She's plenty of time for Starlight Kid. Plenty of time. 26. I'm sorry, 23. Plenty of time for Starlight Kid. She's money, okay? She's going to make a lot of money with that damn mask, especially when Rey Mysterio retires. She can come right in behind Rey Mysterio, right in behind him, and say, hey, now I'm the mask wearer. I was inspired by Rey Mysterio, just like Io was, right? Now I'm here to make that mask money, get those merch dollars with the mask. Money to be made with Starlight Kid. So she watches Julia win. She gets excited. She says that'll be me one day. And then like a couple years from now, maybe 3 or 4, only 23 years old, she comes over to NXT. What I would do if I were her. Tommy, that I'm less confident in. She said in an interview that she would want to go to America for like a match or two, but she doesn't want to live there. But again, she's young too. She's only 26 years old, I think. So at some point, she may change her mind, right? I think she's only 26. Yep. Boy, I am on the ball when it comes to Joshi talent, am I? 26 years old, right? So yeah, the day may come when she changes her mind. Same as Julia. Because if you remember, Julia had been offered back in 2019 to come over. Not 2019. Yeah, 2019. And she didn't want to. But she changed her mind, right? So Tommy could be the same situation. She could change her mind down the road. But I think Starlight Kid is better with the marketing because of that mask. And you just print money with that thing. So will Stephanie McCare have a role in the Julia versus Roxanne match at Stand Deliver? If so, what would be Stephanie? I don't know. In my mind, Stephanie could help Julia win. Yeah, that's true. If you don't have a major plan for her, you have Stephanie hold off the likes of Cora Jade and company, right? You do that. That would work for Stephanie. And it would have her do something on the show. Right now, I don't have any obvious plans for her in my mind. We'll see what happens. But you could have her help with the shielding of the match by, fending off interference. She could do that. She will definitely get emotional. She will. Her family will be there. The entire Joshi team will be there. Rossi, Nanae, Fuka. They'll all be there. Mai Sakurai. 3. They'll all be in attendance. Micah, who she loves too. She loves Micah. It'd be crazy. I'm looking forward to all the pictures with her backstage with the talent that showed up to watch her. It'd be very emotional for her. I think EO will be there. They'll all be there to watch her win that belt. It's just a smart marketing ploy. I say ploy, but it's so smart. Hey, Joshi World, check this out. Don't you see what she just did? That could be you next. Starlight Kid, that could be you. Sai Kamatani, that could be you. Mayu Iwatani, that could be you. Mayu will be there. She may not be at the arena, but she'll be in Las Vegas for her Stardom show that they're doing. So, assuming she's still signed, right? Because apparently her contract ends in March, so we don't know what's happening with Mayu Iwatani. Is she leaving Stardom? Is she not? Will she become a freelancer? Either way, she should go to Las Vegas. Why not? Check it out. But yeah, it's very, very smart to have her win it there in front of the entire Joshi world. Suzuki Kutu, I like her a lot. I like her a lot. Suzuki has crossover appeal. I think she does. Yeah, crossover appeal. She worked well in NXT. I think Triple H should be picky though. You have to pick and choose. You can't call over the entire Joshi world. I think he wants Suri. He'd take Mayu if he could. I think he'd take a Hazuki if he could. He'd probably take a Sai Kamatani if he could. People who have crossover appeal, I think. Those four for sure. I think eventually, down the road, Koki Amare, once she gets better in the ring, there's a lot of people that he would look at, but he'd be select. Like he wanted Julia in particular. He wanted her in particular because she looks like $1 million, right? Because she has that crossover appeal. So that's what you have to look at. Who's good in the ring, and who you think has crossover appeal. Suri will be. They already called Suri. They already called her. I'm sure they did, but she said no. I have plans with the Bull Nakano's promotion. I keep forgetting the name of that thing. Sabuken? Whatever she signed to Sabuken. What's the name of that damn promotion? It's the one that is in America, or like they travel a lot around. Is Bull Nakano's promotion. Yeah. Subunan. Sukuban, how you want to say it. Yeah, that thing. I'm bad pronouncing that one. But yeah, she's signed to that. And that's an in first before she comes to America, I think. Before she comes to WWE. Sukuban, so whatever it is. How you pronounce it? Yeah, she did. Koki Amore said that WWE is her goal, but I think she's like 2-3 years down the road. Suki Ban, okay. Gotcha. Suki Ban. Thank you. Suki Ban. Yeah, that's down the road. That's like 3 years down the road, I think, for Koki Amore. Funny enough, she's already champion. Why is she champion? Because you look like a star. You look like a star, you're treated like one. I don't make the rules, okay? But the reason why she was given the belt so early, even though she's not radiant in the ring yet, I don't think she is Koki Amore. Looks like a massive star. Looks like a star with crossover appeal. So it gave her the belt. That's what happens. I mean, I don't make the rules, okay? When you look like a star, get treated like one, all right? She has a good look. They gave her the belt. By that, I mean Noah. They have no women's division at all, but they're using talent from Marigold and from the freelance world to create a championship here. So her first defense will be in Marigold. So this goes to show you. She'll be defending that belt in Marigold against her friend, Chikagoto. So we'll see how that goes. She'll retain, of course, because no offense to Miss Gota, but you're not a priority for Marigold or Noah for that matter. I like Chikagoto. She's fun. She can work. Not the best in the ring. She's not good in the ring, but she's fine. They put on a good match. Former tag team partners. Koki Amore will win for sure. And our next match will be against, who knows? Like maybe it'll be against like maybe it'll be against someone like a Aroha. Takami Aroha. That'd be interesting. Again, I don't see her losing the belt anytime soon. So I don't know if you're gonna be willing to let someone like Takami Aroha lose. But you may have to. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know how Rossi feels about her or Noah. She's a freelancer who's very talented, very good in the ring. Aroha is, but it is what it is. Will we see Julia versus Stephanie before Stand and Deliver? Maybe. Maybe at Vengeance Day. Maybe at Vengeance Day. Julia would have to win that. but it could happen there. Why did Tony Khan fumble Megan Bayne? It's crazy. We don't know the true story. We don't know what's going on there. Megan Bayne was signed to AEW. She went to Stardom. She came back and was out of contract. She's now doing GCW dates, GCW shows. So the Tony Khan, I think it's done with Tony Khan and AEW. She's actively promoting and celebrating her GCW run. We know how Tony Khan feels about GCW. He hates GCW, so I think that's put to bed. He's tweeting about facing Julia. He's tweeting about her, tweeting out her shirts with her. She's tweeting out her wearing WWE shirts. So I think she is trying to eye WWE. When it's going to happen, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure they're aware of her. I'm pretty sure that's the goal for her. She wouldn't be saying, I want to wrestle you, Julia, down the road. That's her goal. Again, GCW is her main home, which Tony Khan hates. So if she wanted to sign with AEW, should not be taking a bunch of GCW dates. Okay, so that's where we're at. So we're going to have her run with GCW will go until January. That's the last show. That's set. And then what happens after that, I don't know. I'm hoping that she ends up in with NXT. But maybe they have to wait because a lot of bodies in NXT right now. So let's clear it out. Let's see some call-ups. Let's see some cuts, maybe in NXT. And then you bring her in as a heel to Julia. Because if I'm right, they call up Sol Ruka, they call up Lash and Jakara, they call up Fallon and JC Dane, they call up Stephanie Vaquer. Then you have Julia, maybe Zarya's still there. Then you bring in Megan Bayne as a force to be a heel to give Julia some adversity. They have history there as well. It'd be so good. It'd be so good. Oh my God, it'd be so good. I don't think people know just how good Megan Bayne is. She's fantastic. She's in the best shape of her life. She's in the best shape of her life. Oh yeah. Takumi Aroha, she has a match with Koki Amore. Tag match. So yeah, I think it's gonna be against Mozilla, I think. Mozilla and someone else. Oh yeah, her and the great oh my God, the kayfabe daughter to what's his face? Oh my God, I'm blanking on. Why am I blanking on his name? That's annoying. Kayfabe daughter to the dude who spits the mist. Oh my God, I'm blanking on his name. That's annoying. That's annoying. So someone tickling my tongue. Great Muta, Jesus Christ. Well, I can't think of I got the great part. I just whatever. Yes, the kayfabe daughter to Great Muta. Teaming up with Bozilla, I think, to take on Koki Amore and Aroha. So that should be a good match. I think eventually we may see Ozaki. That's her name? That's my blanking on? Oh no, Nikasaga Ozaki, yeah. That's who Bozilla was. That's not who she teamed with against that's not who she teamed with against Koki Amore though, right? I don't think so, right? That's gonna be what's the name of the kayfabe daughter to Great Musa? I can't remember right now. Like the Great something. Sayaka, right? Did I say that wrong? Let me see. Sakuya. That's what it is. Sakuya. The Great Sakuya. Right? Anyway, these Japanese names are way too. I get like overload in my brain because so many names I've been memorizing lately. I've been memorizing so many of these names that sometimes they get jumbled. Too many promotions between Mari Gold and Stardom and Tokyo Pro Wrestling and Noah and freelancers. There's too much talent out there to memorize these girls' names. I have to be like really be in it to memorize this to the point where I want to memorize it. But yeah, she's gonna be teaming up with Bozilla, I think, against Koki Amare and Takumi. See how that goes. Yeah, she'll want a rematch. Okay, that's true. APK would love to have Bozilla in NXT. I agree. I prefer Megan Bain, but I like Bozilla as well. So I'm not gonna complain about that at all. Some people thought that was his actual daughter. It's not. It's a kayfabe daughter. Okay. This is what she did like before she started painting her face. That's her definitely. She can go. She's very good in the ring. Very good in the ring. She's funny. She can dance. She's very good. Started off in Actress Girls. Went to Marvelous. Now she does like freelance work, right? I think she's a freelancer now. So yeah, working with Noah and Sidling. So yeah, she's freelancing. Very good in the ring. Very good. Very talented. Yeah. Sayaka and Bozilla. They'll be facing off against Koki Amare and Takumi. What are your thoughts on Lyra responding to Triple H's tweet about? Oh yeah, if you have to ask, DM had to ask, or as if you had to ask. Nothing. That's just like she's just saying I'm ready to go. This is my time. That's all she's saying. That's mean by Murphy here, saying that the perfect role for Sonya Deville was the GM role. She wants to wrestle, let her wrestle. Okay. People are too mean to the likes of PFC. Okay. When it comes to Sonya Deville, when it comes to Shayna Baszler, when it comes to Zoe Stark, people are very mean online. Okay. Does Sonya Deville work well in the ring? Not really. Did you deserve all this hate? I don't think so. Okay. She's fine. She's good? No, but she's fine. She's fine. I didn't know she's in Marvelous either. Marvelous is one of those companies that like under the radar. I mean, you have to memorize all these talent: Stardom, Marigold, Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, Shinjo, which is the other one, and then Marvelous. Like my top 4 in Joshi: number 1, Marigold, I love it. Number 1, Stardom after that, then probably Shinjo or Sendai Girls, how you want to say it. Then Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling. And then like that's 4 there. Like now you gotta go look at 5 and 6 and 7. Like there's so many damn promotions out there between Marvelous, between JTO, between like too much to memorize. And you have freelancers that going all over the place like Vinny and Takumi and Cine, even like the non-Joshis. Well, the Japanese chicks like Sadie Gibbs. And like, this is too much talent to memorize. It's way too much. Too much talent to memorize. Too much. So you have talent that are exceptional, like Vinny, like Takumi, like Hashimoto, right? Then okay, I'll follow them. Like Shihiro Hashimoto is great, right? She's great. Manami from Sendai Girls. She's good. Very talented. 20 years old. Mako loves her. Mako Sanamura loves her. And I see why. She's very talented. But it's so many women to watch and memorize. It's impossible. If I didn't have so much free time, I'd never get into it. Luckily, I came into a point where I had a lot of free time on my hands. So I got to dive into the Joshi scene. But without the free time, I'd be lost. Okay, there's so much talent. You can like you spend entire like months and months just getting to know the Stardom chicks, let alone Marigold, let alone Tokyo Joshi Pro Wrestling, let alone Marvelous and JTO and Shinjo. This is way too much. Way too much. So forgive me. There's a lot of like Mayus, a lot of Mayus in there. A lot of Momos. A lot of them have the same name, which makes sense. There's plenty of like in America. There's plenty of well, How many names are repeated in WWE with the women's division? Not really that many, right? Not really that many. Yeah, there's not many repeats. Whereas in Joshi scene, there's like a bunch of Mayus, there's a bunch of Miyus, there's a bunch of Momos, there's a bunch of people have the same first name, so it's just like a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Lot. If Lyra gets screwed again for a big win for the third time in a row, that's why I think she's winning. That's why I think she's winning. She got to the finals of the Queen of the Ring, got to the final two of the Battle Royal, lost to Io. This is her time. Her time. Natsupoi and Saori fights the winner of Hanan, and so I hate Hanan. Hate's a strong word. I don't hate Hanan. I'm just not a fan. And Saya versus Starlight Kid and Kaguma. Oh, you've been following that tournament? I've not been following the round robin tag team tournament at all in Stardom. Not at all. It's too much. I watched every match of the 5-star GP. I could not follow all of the tag team action. I just cannot. I'm gonna wait until the finals. Isn't it over yet now? Right? Isn't it over? Well, not over, but got to the finals now, right? Goddesses of Stardom tag team tournament, right? Isn't it already like set, the semifinals? I think we're almost to the finals, the semis, right? Let me see. Goddesses of Stardom tag league. That's a mouthful. Goddesses of Stardom tag league. I think we got to the semifinals. Let's see. This is it. This is actually it. I'm going to Wikipedia. Check this out. Is it right? We have Suzuki and Kaguma. This is like the most popular tag team there is in Stardom. Natsupoi and Saori Ano. I don't see them winning it. I can tell you that now. They're not winning it. Natsupoi has the white belt already. These are the last two white belts, right? The last two white belt holders. So Ori Ano and Natsupoi, they hold the belt. Got the white belts last. They had a tag team here. They teamed up. That's cool. Hate. Will Hate make a run here? A lot of people thought that Micah and Henoko was going to win this thing. I saw that. A lot of people were predicting Micah and Henoko. I don't want them to win that. No offense to Micah. Hanan, hell no. Sorry, Hanan and Saya. I'm not buying you right now. Hanan is probably the new face of Stardom, right? Fortunately for Hanan, he is generic as hell to me. People are saying she's gonna be like the next to step into Mayu Iwatani's spot when Mayu leaves. If she leaves, we don't know for sure. But if she leaves, people are saying that Hanan will be like the next face. I'm like, not my favorite. Okay, she's just not my favorite. It's like create a wrestler for me. Very generic. I hate her theme. Not a fan of the theme. I don't want to be mean, but I'm just not a big fan of Hanan. Okay, her theme is annoying as hell. I think she's pretty generic and bland. Like, it's like generic creator wrestler Joshi. That's how I see her. But getting pushed. She went to the semifinals of the 5-star GP, right? Either the quarterfinals or semifinals. I think it's the semis. They're pushing her. 20 years old, young, talented, but I'm just not a fan. I think she's way too generic. She's way too generic, boring, bland. She's 20. I don't think he's 21 yet. I could be wrong though. Could be wrong. Let me see. Yes, 20. Not even 21 yet. Yeah, she's young. I'm not hating on her, really. But she's the future. They are putting all their eggs in a Hannon basket. If you ask me, Hannon was the future of Stardom, really. That's what they're pushing. Or Victoria Yuzuki for Marigold. Give me Victoria Yuzuki all day, every day. Victoria Yuzuki is amazing. She's one of my favorite wrestlers now. I prefer that level of talent. She has edge. She fights with aggression. She fights with passion to me, more passion to me. She has an edge to her. She's aggressive. She almost has some heel tendencies. Give me Victoria Yuzuki all day long over a Hannon. I will put my eggs in the Victoria Yuzuki basket over Hannon any day of the week, but I'm not saying she can't develop or be great. This is pushing her very, very hard. They're pushing Hannon very, very hard. So I hope it works out for them. I hope they know what they're doing. But yeah, that's just, I'm not the biggest fan yet, okay? But I am a fan of Victoria Yuzuki from Marigold, so I think Rossi got the win there. Because I think Victoria, I adore her in the ring. I think she's awesome. That chick is going places. She's badass. She's so talented. She's so quick. She's crisp. She's fast. She's smooth. She's athletic as hell. I feel awesome about Yuzuki. She's 19. And I think she's going to win the belt. The flyweight belt off of what's her face? Off of Natsumi Suzuki. So sorry, Natsumi. I'm actually kind of feel sad for Misa Matsui. I thought that Misa was going to win the belt off of Natsumi, but that's not going to happen. I think it's going to be Victoria Yuzuki's time. She's undeniable. Rossi's sitting there watching her go off in the ring all day long. You can't deny it any longer. She's way too damn good to not put a belt on her. So, unfortunately for Misa, you're going to be passed up for Victoria. It sucks, but I get it. Victoria Yuzuki is way too talented to not have her win a belt now. And I wanted Misa Matsui to have that belt before Victoria gets it. But if you pull the trigger this January at First Dream, I'm not going to blame him one bit, because Victoria Yuzuki is special. She is a special, special talent, and I can't get enough. She's my favorite in Marigold. Might be my favorite. Might be my top 5. Lonzo Ball to the Hornets. Is that confirmed? I don't think so. I've been over here just talking away. Any other questions about anything before we wrap it up? Because I'm just over here talking. No, just rumors. Okay. Lonzo Ball, just rumors. I figured. You can take it off of Misa, though. Misa's not going to win the belt, I don't think, because she has to. The match is set. It's going to be Victoria Yuzuki against Natsumi at First Dream. I think Victoria will beat her. The first match was a draw, right? The first match was a draw. So now, what do you do now? You have Victoria lose? I don't think so. I think Victoria beats her, becomes champion at 19. And then maybe Misa wins. Okay, I see what you're saying. Then maybe Misa could take the belt off of Victoria Yuzuki when it's time. They can do that. Misa can win the belt off of Victoria when it's time to put the white belt on Victoria. They can do that. But I just feel awesome about Victoria Yuzuki being so talented, so smooth. Here she is. I don't have to worry about copyright from Marigold. Here she is. I mean, just 19 years old and just so fluid, so smooth, so crisp, so explosive. I mean, she's just like, she's a party. That's what she is. I can just watch her wrestle all day long. She's 19 years old. Triple H, when it's time, 8 years from now, put her up. He's going to be the ace of Mara Gold very, very quickly. In the near future, he'll be the ace of Mara Gold. Within 3 years. Just sensational. Can't get enough of the talent that is Victoria Yuzuki. This sequence, should I be here? This sequence, they're not here. Smooth, beautiful bridge. This sequence has got to be right here. Here it is. Okay, this right here. We work on this so many times. I've seen the progression of this move. This is the best it's looked. You see the progression. The first time you did this, it was not great. It was slow. As months and months had gone on, I watched it in Margot. That move had gotten so fast and crisp. You can see the progression. You see the acceleration of her growth. Like this move right here. It was not like this before. Like her, she's just getting it. She's locking in. She's just learning very quickly. It's special talent. Yeah, great gear as well. Great look. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just give her the belt now. Give her all the belts. Future ace. And Julia loves her. Julia loves her. When they had a little marathon match with Julia, she was the only person that pinned her. She was the only person that allowed to pin Julia was Victoria Yuzuki. That was a statement to the world, like, this is the one. This is the future, right here. He loves her. And they are really going to put all their bags in the Victoria Yuzuki basket. And I don't blame them. It's that damn good. That damn good. I'm in awe. Talent. Now, some people like Tanaka as well. She's good. Tanaka's good. Kazuna Tanaka, she's good. She's not Victoria Yuzuki, though. They're the same age, but she's not that level of talent. She's going to be very good, though. She's going to be one of the better ones to have, but Tanaka is not on her level. She's not. If Tiffany wins tomorrow, she won't. Hopefully, no won't. But if Tiffany wins tomorrow, does Naomi take out Michin? If Tiffany wins tomorrow, does Naomi take out Michin off screen? Why? Why would you do that for Tiffany's sake? Chia Key is the same age? I thought Chia Key was much older than that. Why would you do that? Naomi could replace her, get another chance. If that's how it works. I lost. Give me another chance. No, I think they should put her straight to the finals. That's what I would do as a GM. Straight to the finals. I think Tiffany loses. Why would you have the Money in the Bank winner advance too far? It's pointless because you know she's not going to win it. She had the Money in the Bank. I think the smart call is to have Naomi beat her the first round. But you're saying it's hypothetical. If it happens, I don't love the idea of losing the first round, attacking Michin, and getting her spot. How would that work? How would that work? What is the justification to giving her that spot? Hey, hey GM, can I get that spot? Like why? Like why we give that to her? Tiffany cashes in, win. Why? Yeah, she's older. She's 30 years old. She's not that young. No way. The young people Marigold are Tanaka and Victoria Yuzuki, and some of the new talent, some of the super rookies they got coming up, like Suri. Suri. Suri? Surai? Suri. Yeah, the super rookies are there, but yeah, she's older. She's an older chick. Could you see BFAB Michin tag team? Yes, I could see that. I could. Have you seen AEW fans mad at Stephanie Vaquer? Yes, I have, for a long time now, saying that she went to NXT because they have the best women's division in the world. I haven't seen that, but I believe it. And it's true. It's true. Well, to be clear, I think the best women's division in the world, I believe they're saying that based on the booking. Not on talent, but the booking of NXT. Because in my opinion, NXT is a part of WWE. So the entire women's division is everybody that is employed by WWE, which is NXT and main roster. That collection of NXT plus main roster is the best division in the world, I believe. I think when they say best division, talking about the way it's booked and how it's billed, that's what they're talking about. Not talking about just the talent. I'm talking about the booking of the show, the best in the world. And that's fine. And that's fine to say. They're still mad? They can go kick rocks. Yeah. So I'm not crazy, right? It's Sari. It's pronounced Sari. It's just so confusing sometimes, man. It really is. When you look at that, Dynamite is still under NXT. NXT did a larger number still than Dynamite. Yikes. Let me see. Let me just confirm real quick. Does it really matter? No. Doesn't matter? No. But it's a fact that AEW did less viewers than NXT. Again, let me just confirm real quick. Yep. Now, the all-important demo was higher for NXT. I'm sorry, for AEW. But yeah, it is what it is, that the total viewer number is still higher. Old folk like watching WWE. Younger folk like watching AEW. But here's the thing. The big thing when it comes to AEW is the lead-in. The lead-in, which is I'm blanking on the show. I'm losing it tonight. I'm blanking on the show name. Don't look at the chat. Don't look at the chat. Don't look at the chat. Not how I met your mother. Big Bang Theory. Right? Big Bang Theory lead-in. How does that affect the numbers? Because Big Bang Theory, the average is going to be lower without it. So probably like, what, 560,000? Maybe like take 20,000 off or 30,000 off to account for Big Bang Theory. So yeah, that's probably why. Without it, I don't know what it would be. That lead-in is huge. That Big Bang Theory lead-in is huge for them. But yeah, NXT did higher view count, but the all important demo is higher for Dynamite. Old folk put on NXT, watched it WWE. You know, the older folk watched the. I think the audience is going to be older for WWE talent altogether, for WWE products. So it'll never be higher, I don't think, because old people like WWE. Don't let Eric Bischoff see this. The demo, they'll highlight the demo. The demo is much higher for AEW, for sure. But man, they usually have over 1 million. It's crazy how things changed. Went from over 1 million to barely 600K. NXT doesn't air live on the West Coast. I didn't even know that. It makes sense though, but I didn't know that. So if you're watching on the West Coast, you have to basically avoid spoilers. Can't get online until you watch it when you get home, I guess, because it'd be spoiled for sure. After watching Julia versus Kalani, it makes me want to see Kalani work Margot. I agree, same. A lot of talent. I feel that way about Roxanne, Kalani, Thea Hale, Soruka. A lot of the talent NXT has, I love to see over there. Even Tatum, I love to see it. I think people will be very surprised, especially like the Joshi stands. Those women can work. Even JC Jane could put on a banger in the Joshi scene. Like, JC Jane go over there and kill it. Like, the best I've ever seen Julia has been in NXT. I watched her in Stardom. I watched every second of her Margot run. She's been so clean, so smooth. Like she's really putting in the work in the PFC. If you listen to her, not listen, but you read her blogs she's been doing, she's talking about that. How she's stepping up and taking her in-ring to the next level in the PC, because you're working with the PC, working with some of the best in the world trainers. You're grinding, you're honing your craft, you're being clean and smooth. You're on TV, so you know you're being watched by a bigger audience. She's very clean, she's very smooth, the best I've ever seen her in the ring. Because if you don't know, people don't know this, Julia got a lot of shit. A lot of people, a lot of Joshi stands don't think she's very good. A lot of Joshi stands think she sucks in the ring. I kid you not. I think she's average. The Mayu Iwatani stands, the Io stands, they think she's average. And she been getting that for a long time in Japan. I think she's okay. She's okay in the ring, but not great. Right? She's not Mayu. She's not Azumi. She's been getting that for a long time. But she's good. She's very good in the ring. And I think her current form is the best I've ever seen. It's the best I've ever seen, so she looks very good. No, they're saying that before. They've been saying that about Julia before. Before she moved to WWE, they've been shitting on her in-ring. Because Julia is not as athletic and fast as some of the talent in Japan. She doesn't have like the crazy athletic spots that Mayu has or the great athletic spots that Zumi has. She doesn't move like them. So she's been getting criticized for a long time. Even back with Actress Girls. Like her early run with when she took the belt off of Shuri. She's getting criticism. So I'm not talking about WWE. I'm talking about before WWE, like well before WWE, she was getting criticized for her in-ring. They thought she wasn't that good. I see what they meant by that. I got what they mean by that, because she's not like Io. She's not like Mayu. Like she's like, okay, you can go in the ring, you can work well, but not a super athlete, right? So she got criticized for a little bit there. But what I'm seeing right now, she's very, very good. I don't know how anybody can complain about her in-ring here. She's very, very good. You should call her overrated, yeah. Because like there's a standard of wrestling in Japan. If you're not like that level, they don't want you being compared with those women. If you're not Mayu, if you're not Io, if you're not of that ilk, like get out of here. Like you're good, you're fine, but you're not that level, right? You're not you're a good wrestler, but you're not that good. You're overrated. Because of her look. They felt like she's getting pushed harder than others because of her look. Because she had like a very distinct look. Obvious, I don't have to explain it to you. She looked like $1 million, right? Like a superstar. Because of her look, they thought she'd being pushed more than others who are more talented in the ring. Got that for a long time. A long time you got that criticism. And some people still feel that way. They still feel she's not that good. I'm not saying she, like for me, I don't think she's S tier. I don't think she's S tier in the ring. She's just very, very good. She's very, very good. And I think she's really proving herself, like she's really showing out in the ring right now. So I'll give her A tier. She's A tier for me. Yeah, people think she's overrated. And they think she's getting pushed because of her face. That's the truth. I'm talking about years ago, before WWE, back in the day. Like, oh, you're pushing her because of her look. She looks great. That's why you're pushing her. Do you think Julia and Rhea have the same level of in-ring? That's one hell of a question to ask there, David. Do I think Julia and Rhea have the same level of in-ring? I think Rhea, on her best day, is better in the ring than Julia. The problem with Rhea is that she's been giving subpar performances because of her feuds, right? And that's the issue with Rhea. Like, she has a lot to give in the ring. She's very, very good. Her drop kicks are amazing. Her selling is fantastic. Rhea is a very, very good wrestler. Very, very good. People forget about how good she is because of the Liv Morgan feud, because of her booking. I think if they ask Julia, if they ask Rhea, just go in the ring and cook. Just go cook in the ring with Io, Bianca, and crew. Just go cook one-on-one. She would show people that she's great, but people will just forget. Okay, they just forget. I think Rhea is a better athlete than Julia. They're both very good in the ring, very crisp. They sell well. They tell stories in the ring. I think Julia is probably might be a better storyteller in the ring, but I think she's A tier. I think she's S tier when it comes to like telling a story, her emotions, how she tells a story. I think like Julia and Becky are very similar in that regard, but I think Rhea is definitely a better athlete than her, for sure. Stronger, can do more stuff, right? I would put Rhea above her, but that's not a slight on Julia. She's great. I think she's great. Right. You need a good dance partner. People are saying that Lyra versus Raquel is the finals. I don't think so. Lyra wins and Liv and Raquel attack her after the match. Then Becky comes out to help Lyra. That's a storyline. It's a story. I can see it. Is that what I would do? No. Is that happening? I don't think so. I'll probably say that Raquel loses in the first round via Rhea Ripley messing with her. And I think we get Zoe Stark against Lyra Valkyria in the finals. Or do Dakota against Lyra and turn Dakota Kai heel. The problem is Dakota Kai is the storytelling right now is too strong. Too strong right now. They're really dialing in on the PFC against damage control thing. Because they're pushing the Sonya hates Dakota Kai. Shayna Baszler hates Dakota Kai, right? It's so strong. I have a hard time thinking they're going to turn her heel right now. So I'm thinking PFC, damage control, it's a story. And then later on, because she lost, Dakota Kai can start the spiral and get upset over time, but not right away. I think she stays a face for a little bit and then turns heel. So because of that, I think she will lose to Zoe Stark. I don't think you do a Dakota Kai Lyra Valkyria final and she's still a face. The crowd will be rooting for her. And if Lyra will be a face, I don't think that's smart booking to have her being booed or having the other person who's more over as a face getting cheered over her. You want Lyra to be the face and be champion, put her up against Zoe Stark, which means Dakota Kai loses before that match. So yeah, Raquel loses in the first round. Zoe Stark gets screwed by PFC in the semifinals. It makes sense. Sonya hates her. Shayna Baszler hates her. Why would they let her beat Zoe Stark? Why would they let that happen? Doesn't make any sense. They'll make sure she loses. Then you get PFC against damage control. Zoe Stark taking on Lyra, one-on-one, no interference. Let Lyra cook. Let Lyra win that belt straight up. Because if I'm being honest with you, Zoe Stark is better in the ring than Dakota Kai. From an offensive standpoint, she has better moveset, more flashy. Let Lyra and Zoe Stark cook. They can cook, put on a great match. Let Lyra win clean. Big time performance from Lyra Valkyria with a dance partner like Zoe Stark could be very, very good for her. That's what I would do. Dakota Kai is a great seller. Great selling. I like her footwork. I like her kick game. But I don't think it matches up well with Lyra for a big final match. Let Zoe Stark, who's athletic as hell, strong, a pit bull, let her face off with Lyra Valkyria. Let Lyra take her down. There you do, champion. Bada bing, bada boom. Becky Lynch returns. Now you're cooking with hot grease. Sam and Dakota Kai fans will crash out. I don't care about Sam and Dakota Kai fans. She's not winning this tournament. She's not. I'll tell you that now. Spoiler alert. Dakota Kai will not win. Lyra will win. It's right there for you to see. They're literally promoting and showcasing that Sonya and Shayna hate Dakota Kai. They literally had a segment where Dakota Kai was facing off with Shayna Baszler and Sonya Deville. That's a storyline, folks. That's a story. PFC versus damage control. I'm sorry, but it's obvious. Nobody in that picture. Let me see something real quick. PFC damage control. Let's see. I know I had a screenshot earlier, but I'm not gonna search for that. Nobody who's in that picture, in that screenshot, is gonna win it. Nobody. Let me see Sonya. Let me search Sonya and Dakota. I'm just like talking my ass off right now, not giving a shit about how long the stream is. I noticed that. Nobody in this visual. I closed it. Whoops. I closed Chrome. Is that a sign? Is that a sign that the stream's going too long? Let's see. Here we go. Nobody in this picture. Where is it? Where is it? Where'd it go? I gotta search for it again. Let's see. Here it is. Right here? Yeah, here it goes.
Dakota, listening to you.
Nobody in this picture. Okay? Right here. None of them win the tournament. We already know Baszler not. She lost. Zoe Stark, no. Kairi, no. Dakota Kai, no. Nobody in here is winning. This is the feud. This is the feud, okay? This is it. There'll be no winner coming out of this visual. I'm gonna go to Lyra. Going to go to Lyra Valkyria, all right? You can accept that now, or be upset later. But Lyra is going to win that thing. I'm convinced. I'm convinced. I think PFC is pulling a Karrion Kross and trolling Dakota Kai. Imagine Becky comes out along with the Party Birds and help Lyra win. PFC wouldn't see Becky coming, plus PFC would be outnumbered. It would be outnumbered. But this is your post-tournament feud while Lyra is champion. Lyra beating Dakota Kai in the finals? I don't think so. I think Lyra beats Zoe Stark in the finals. Unless Lyra is unless Dakota Kai puts a turn heel. Then. I just think she'd be the fan favorite. I think Dakota Kai would be the fan favorite. And if that's the case, you don't book her to lose to Lyra in the finals like that. If Lyra, assuming Lyra is supposed to be face, you want her to be the face conquering champion. So don't put her up against a face that's more popular than her. That'd be dumb. Put her up against a Zoe Stark. Let Zoe Stark and PFC get the booze. Like, why would PFC let her get to the finals? Doesn't make sense. You're gonna get a Zoe versus Lyra. Unless I'm way off and they put Raquel in there, I just don't see why Rhea Ripley would let that happen. If Raquel and Rhea Ripley will be feuding for a while now and have a blood feud that's very, very personal, why would she stay back and let Raquel go that far? It doesn't make any sense to me. So yeah, Zoe, Lyra is the match. That's my story. I'm taking to it. Will Lyra get emotional? She better. She definitely would. She definitely would get emotional. They didn't interfere with Shayna. That's true. But what happened after that match? Shayna was pissed. Shayna was pissed. Go back and watch the Nia video. Let's see. Here it is.
I can't believe.
They're getting more angry. That's my conclusion, folks.
Nah, you know what? You know what? I freaking hope Dakota Kai knows in this whole freaking thing. Yeah.
Why would you say that, Coach?
Because we all know it's a matter of time before she would get injured and have to vacate the title. We can do a whole other one of these tournaments, huh?
Well, that's right.
He's pissed.
It makes no sense to say all of that. We solved the bracket. Zoe's still in the tournament, so that's what we should be focused on.
So there's a chance, bud.
He says Zoe's still in the tournament.
You're not wrong about all of this. You have a point. I mean, it sucks. And she doesn't
Yeah,
deserve
see?
to any of this.
Shayna's pissed.
Show up day in, day out. She shows up for a month. I know. Half her career has been on the bench. I said it yesterday. You're not wrong.
They're really honing in on that whole storyline that Dakota Kai's angry prone.
Is count on Zoe to pull out the win.
But yeah, that's story folks. She's more angry now. Because she lost. So that's why she will interfere in her one-on-one match with Zoe Stark when that comes down to it. So that makes sense? What is Mercedes Meg doing?
No, I don't talk to any of those bitches. No, I don't talk to any of those bitches.
Come on, Naomi. You miss Naomi?
No, I don't talk to any of those bitches.
Do you miss Naomi?
No, I don't talk to any of those bitches.
That's one thing I saw. Do you miss Naomi? Probably just being in character. But look like he's talking about Naomi, but who knows?
Shit. No, I don't ever want to work that person again.
What?
Ever. Shit. No, I don't ever want to work that person again. Ever. I'm good.
What are you talking? What is she talking about? Like she's being weird. Ignore Mercedes Monet. Ignore her completely. Just ignore her. I don't know what she's talking about. You can't tell by the comments. She's just talking. Like,
no, I don't.
I see Naomi and Bailey.
Ever want to work.
Yeah, you can't see what she's actually talking about. You don't know. But she's saying she won't work with somebody ever again. But you can't see what she's talking about. Pay it no mind. Ignore it. Don't waste your time looking at that. There's no evidence on there. It's funny though. I'll retweet it, but you go look at it for yourself. I'll retweet it, but don't pay any attention. She's being sarcastic. She has to be being sarcastic because the first video was talking about Naomi. She's trolling. She's trolling. She's trolling. Don't pay her any mind whatsoever. Not at all. She's trolling. Anything else that I'm seeing? I don't see nothing new popped up. The best way to set up Becky return is to have Lyra getting beat up by Raquel and Liv. That will work. Assuming she'll be a face, yes. Assuming she will be going after Liv and Raquel, yes. But what is Rhea going to be doing? Dare I say you see a Becky, Rhea, Lyra team up? Is that what you want to see? Is that it? Is that it? But that's three people, so who'd be the person teaming up with Raquel and Liv? I'm just not excited about the whole Liv Rhea Ripley thing right now, so I don't know what they do. I want to see Becky in the mid card, but not necessarily going off. I don't want her to see her against Liv Morgan and Raquel. I don't want to see that. I know that she'll be upset probably. Well, reports are that they're doing a different direction. Reports are they're doing a different character for Becky Lynch when she comes back, which is smart. What it's going to be, I don't know, but I don't want to see her mixing it up with Liv and Raquel. I'd rather see her in the mid card with maybe Jordan Grace, maybe Sol Ruka, maybe Lyra Valkyria. Like, make the mid card interesting. Use your gift of the gab to improve the storytelling in the mid card, and leave Liv and Rhea Ripley and Raquel to themselves, and just like help the mid card. That's what I want to see. You're joking about it. That's not funny. That's not a joke. So DNM says that Rhea's getting ready for a Rumble win. That's not a joke. She's the favorite. Rhea is the favorite for the Rumble. Far and away. She's far and away the favorite. Mercedes was trying to get a match with Julia. She was. She wanted that match. But Julia had other theories. They had other plans that involved WWE and Marigold. Wanted to help Marigold first, move it to Dub, as in the WWE, not AEW. But yeah, that's not a joke, man. Rhea is the favorite for the Rumble. I got EO still. EO what? Now EO doing what? You say win the Rumble, I'm gonna laugh at you. Will Lyra and the Party Birds team up again? Maybe. Do I want to see it? Not necessarily, but maybe. Not happening. Doom, I'm sorry. EO's not winning the Rumble. Not happening. Becky is the betting odd favorite. She won't win it either. They can bet all day. She not win it either. Let me tell you who's going to win the Rumble. Rhea, Charlotte, Jade as a surprise. That is it. Rhea, Charlotte, Jade as a surprise. No one else. Not Becky, not Jordan Grace, not Sol Ruka, not Io, not Kyrie, not Raquel, none of them. Rhea, Charlotte, Jade as like a shock. That is it. Over Bianca, yes. And I'll say that because I think Bianca will win the Rumble to get the Rhea match down the line. I think when they want to pull the trigger on Bianca Rhea, that's when Bianca wins the Rumble for the second time. So because of that, can't do it now. That's the only reason why I put Jade over Bianca right now. I think Bianca win the Rumble. We'll get to the Rhea match when the time comes in 2026. And I don't think they're going to do that now for what, Nia Jax or Charlotte or Tiffany. I don't see it. So Bianca next year maybe to get to Rhea. But with this year, Charlotte, Rhea, Jade. That is it. No Becky. No Io. Bianca wins her chamber. That depends. What's the match? I think it's very possible. I don't think Nia will be champion into the Mania. That's what my gut telling me. My gut is telling me Liv, Rhea Ripley. That's obvious. But I don't think Nia will be champion going into Mania. I think she dropped the belt. Question is, to who and when? If it's Bianca, then Charlotte wins the chamber. If it's Charlotte, then Bianca wins the chamber. Tiffany, I think, cashes in after Mania. If it happens before, it'll be Charlotte, probably. I don't know, though. Because, again, Tiffany and Charlotte have never interacted. I know everybody's fantasy booking that. Oh, it would be Charlotte. Tiffany, of course. They've never interacted before on screen. That's 100% fantasy booking. But if Tiffany wins, chamber winner will be like Charlotte or Bianca. Probably. Nobody else. Nobody else. I think Rumble winner is pretty straightforward, folks. Charlotte. Rhea's number one. Rhea's number one for sure. Number one. Charlotte. Jade. Outside chance. I think they save Bianca for the Rhea match. They save Bianca for the Rhea Rumble. For the Rhea Mania match when it happens. Io's not winning it. Unless there's an injury. There's someone like a Liv Morgan. Let's say Liv Morgan gets injured. Then maybe, but I don't see that either. Io was given a big spot at Mania last year. Io won the Battle Royal, and going to lose to Liv Morgan. You don't win the Battle Royal, lose to Liv Morgan, and then go win the belt. Win the Rumble. I don't see that. It's not happening. I don't buy it. So no spot for Io, unfortunately. I don't buy Io as a winner this year for the Rumble. I just don't buy it. The Rumble winner is a top storyline. Okay, go look at the past. Who won it last year? Bailey. Why? What was the top storyline in the women's division? Bailey confronting Damage Control, her friends turning on her. That storyline, that was the top storyline. It wasn't Becky, Rhea Ripley. It was Damage Control and Bailey, right? For the men, Cody Rhodes champion, right? Well, he wanted to finish the story, right? He won the Rumble again because that's a top storyline. The top story will get the Rumble win every time. Ask yourself, what's the top storyline? Is Nia Jax Tiffany thing with Bianca and Charlotte in the mix? Or is it Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan? The Rumble winner will get the top story. The top story for the women, whether you like it or not, is Liv and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is a favorite. Can you see Bailey turning heel with Naomi? No. Because she doesn't want to lose her last real friend. I do not see Bailey heel turn anytime soon. I think that will just justify Bianca's feelings. I think Bailey stays face and Naomi turns heel by herself, if it happens at all. You can't turn Bailey heel anytime soon. You just can't. Io would get overshadowed during the Rumble season if she won the Rumble. Well, remember, she was champion and she was overshadowed, right? Bailey carried that storyline. It was Bailey and Dakota Kai carrying the story with Io as champion. Io was a background character in her own storyline. I talked about it religiously. Thought about it over and over again. She was a side character in the Bailey Dakota Kai story. They let Bailey and Dakota Kai cut the promos and tell the story heading into Rumble or heading into the Mania season. So I don't think that's a probable conclusion to think that Io will win the Rumble anytime soon, especially when the Rumble again gets the top storyline. Io will not be in the top storyline at all this time around. I think Bianca could face Nia Jax for the belt within the next couple months. I can see Bianca beating Nia Jax. I can see it. Here's the thing. Triple H has tried to do Bianca, Charlotte Flair 2 years in a row. And stuff has happened. Ronda Rousey the first time screwed it up. Second time, it was an injury. This time, he may say, okay, let's knock it out. Let's do it. Bianca Charlotte, just do it. Just knock it out. And they may have Bianca win the belt to set it up. May have Charlotte Flair win the belt to set it up. Because I don't think they're going to do a non-title singles match. We have 5 matches projected now with the 2 mid-cards. You have the world title, WWE title, US title, IC title, and then a tag team match of some sort, whether it's a 6-woman tag or the actual tag team championships on the line. That's 5 matches. They're going to add on a 6th undercard or a 6th not undercard necessarily, but a 6th non-title singles match. 5 pushing it. 5 is a lot for Triple H to book for women. 6 is like overkill in his mind, okay? Be happy with 5 if you get that. Be happy with 5. So no non-title match. Are you crazy? You're getting 4 matches for the women, singles? You think you're going to get another one that's going to be non-title? Ha! The days of non-title matches are over, really, for the women. Well, not the days of who never had it. The days of fantasy booking are over. Like, don't even bother. You're going to get 4 title matches on the line in the singles division. Not going to get a 5th one. So you could do Jade Cargill against Naomi. Let's say Naomi turns heel. Naomi wins the US title. Let's say Naomi attacked Jade Cargill. Bang. Jade, Naomi, 1-on-1. Jade gets her revenge for the US title. So you put a mid-card belt on Jade Cargill. That may work because she's like, if you don't trust her with the world title, give Jade Cargill the mid-card belt. She dethrones Naomi, gets her payback. Boom. All right, that's one. Got Lyra against someone. Lyra against Jordynne Grace. That's a hell of a match. Lyra against Becky Lynch at Mania. That's a hell of a match. If you turn Becky heel, Lyra Becky at Mania, So you have Naomi, Jade, got Lyra, Becky, right? Then for the top title, Liv, Rhea, that's set in stone, that's obvious. And then for the other title, it'll be some combination of Bianca, Charlotte, Tiffany, and Nia Jax, right? So Bianca, Charlotte, Tiffany, Charlotte, Naomi, Bianca, Naomi, Charlotte, not Naomi, Nia Jax, Charlotte, Nia Jax, Bianca, some version of that, right? So of the 4 women, Bianca, Charlotte, Tiffany, Nia Jax, of those 4, some combination will be the WWE title. Liv, Rhea Ripley, the other one, Naomi, Jade, Lyra, Becky, or whoever, right? That's 4 singles matches for the women. There'll be no non-title, okay? No non-title singles match. That ain't happening. She's captain, all right? Lash Shakar against Kabuki Warriors. That'd be great. Loving the long stream. Yeah, I'm just talking now. I didn't realize how long it's been. Well, we'll keep going now. I mean, who are we kidding? 3 hours, damn. Yeah, it's really long. Go to sleep, David. Go to sleep. Like it or not, Lyra is winning the IC. I agree. The IC title is going to be Lyra's for sure. For sure. For sure. I'd be shocked. I mean, look at the damn tournament. I'd be shocked. I'd be shooketh. I'd be flabbergasted if anything else happened other than Lyra winning that thing. It's too obvious to me. The real surprise, U.S. title. But I'm telling you folks, if Naomi wins, look out. Tomorrow will be a big match, man. SmackDowns after the big show, by big show I mean the PLE, are always important for Triple H. We can have a lot of storytelling tomorrow. A lot of storytelling. If Naomi wins, look out. I'm telling you, you can't have Becky, Chelsea Green, Naomi, Michin, and not have a Naomi Bayley final. I don't know how you don't do it. I don't see how you don't do it. Bayley will beat Chelsea Green. I can cry. Oh, Bayley doesn't need it. Chelsea Green, this is her whole moment. Chelsea Green's not beating Bayley. If I'm calling it now, Bayley beats Chelsea Green. Okay? At that point, what do you want to see? Bayley Michin? Bayley Naomi is the match, folks. And if that's possible, if it happens, then what does that mean? Jade Cargill got taken out by who? Bianca Belair left the title, or left the tournament because of who? Why did it happen? Because Naomi wanted a clear reign, a clear run to the finals, right? And she beat Bayley. Now she's champion. And now, what if she cheated in the finals, right? But not a full-on heel turn. What if she cheated? She said, hey, I won. Bayley's like, yeah, you won, but you grabbed my tights, so you cheated. Like, you're going to ignore that? Like, Bayley, I did what I had to do, okay? What if she tried to play coy at first, right? Maybe she tried to, like, play it off like she's still a face, but she's turning heel slowly. If she cheats, but try to say, oh, my bad, I wanted to win. Like, you forgive me, right? Forgive me? You forgive me? But ultimately it leads to a full-on heel turn when Lash and Jakara joins her. It just makes too much sense to me. I just think they should do that. Bayley Hogan? Who cares? Like, who cares about Bayley? I laugh at that. Rhea Hogan is funny to me just because putting Rhea and Hogan together is funny to me. Rhea Hogan. I'm not saying she deserves that. I'm saying it's funny. Bayley Hogan's less funny, but Rhea Hogan's funny. Do you agree with people saying Unholy Union should join Becky? If she's heel, I love it. It put more of a spotlight on Alba Fire and Aladon, who I think is great. I love that for them if Becky turns heel, because I want Alba Fire to get more chances. I think Alba Fire is awesome. I love both of them. Cool, very cool. I like them both. Plus, in kayfabe, Rhea doesn't need the Rumble to get at Liv. No, but the Rumble goes to the top storyline under Triple H, so he's a favorite. Do you agree that I already read that one. If Rhea versus Liv and Bianca versus Flair are the main Mania matches, what does Becky, Jade, and Io do? Jade gets a match for the U.S. title against Naomi. Becky faces against Lyra for the U.S. title. IC title. because the IC title's on Raw. You do Lyra against Becky. You do Jade against Naomi. And then Io, that's the toughest one. Io has a match with Marigold. It sucks. I don't know. It's tough, guys. It's tough to get everybody on the card. Mania is a very, very special time of the year. Only a select few. Io got a big match last year. Got a big singles match against Bayley. The co-main event. May just have a Marigold spot when they come to town for Las Vegas. Unfortunately, it's tough to get on the card, folks. I'm telling you. Unless you have like a multi-woman match. Let's say you have like for the IC title, the Fatal 4-Way. One thing they always do, consider this. For the IC title for the men, or US title for the men, you get like a 3-way match at Mania. Remember that one time they did Drew, Gunther, and Sheamus at Mania? What if you do that for the women? A triple threat match. Becky, Io, Lyra. 3-way at Mania for the IC title. Why not? That would cook. Can you imagine? Lyra, Io, Becky. Triple threat match for the IC title. You're elevating the IC title. Even more women on the card because they're 3-way, not a 2-on-2, and not a 1-on-1, right? Do that. Any objections? Who had a problem with that? Who had the problem with Io, Lyra, Becky, 3-way? Lyra will retain. I think she will retain. Lyra, Jordan Grace, Becky, Zelina. Another 4. That's good. 4-way match. Singles match, but 4-way. More women on the card with stakes because you have IC title. Zoe, Io, Liv. No way. No chance in hell. Folks, we got to accept the fact that Rhea Ripley will be beating Liv Morgan. Okay, you have to accept that. At Mania, Rhea will dethrone Liv 1-on-1. No ifs, no ands, no buts. I want Asuka to get her. I hear you. You do Asuka with Kyrie taking on Lash and Jakara. Why not? Oh, we like you, but not enough to be a main show on the biggest shows. Go wrestle in the gym. Well, to be fair, let's be honest, folks. Let's be honest. Okay. Let's not front with WWE. Io Sky got a big spotlight at Mania last year. Okay. A big spotlight. All right. Let's not pretend that didn't happen. Some people give their left arm for that opportunity. Okay. For this opportunity, they give the left arm. Okay. She got a main event, a co-main event spot on night 2, right before Cody and Roman and Bayley. That's a big, massive position. Okay. Is she owed another spot this year? Okay. Is she owed that? I love for her to have one. She went top 5, right? Top 5. Bianca, Sari, Io, right there. That's my top 5. Bianca, Sari, Io, Stephanie Vaquer, and then either Saya Kamatani or Victoria Yuzuki. That's my top 5, right? She's right there. Okay? I love Io Sky. But let's be honest. I like to be objective here. I like to tell the truth, put my stand cards aside. Io got a big moment last year at Mania. Does she not deserve, is she owed another one this year? Can you take a step back and let somebody else get a spotlight here? I don't know. You tell me. I'm sure it was. Fightful ain't doing nothing. They ain't saying nothing about nothing over there. They're not breaking any news about Jay Cargill. But Io got a big highlight here, okay? A big highlight. If it's Lyra versus Jordan Grace versus Becky versus Alina at Mania, Lyra will retain. I agree. Also, who would you see Lyra dropping the belt to? For me, Jordan Grace, yeah. That's good. That's a good call. Jordan Grace, Soruka if she's there, Roxanne Perez if she's there. It depends on how long her reign is. How long is her reign? Jordan Grace, Roxanne Perez, Soruka. Yeah, Kiana James maybe. Who knows? Becky, who knows? Zelina. A lot of options. A lot of options for the mid card. She's a background character. She cheats in her matches. She's not beating Charlotte. She's not beating Bianca. That's what people are saying about Io. That's true. She was a background character. She did cheat in her matches. That's true though. She did beat Bianca by cheating, by interference, and she did beat Charlotte Flair by interference as well. Right? Put Roxanne on Raw, Sold on SmackDown. Either one works. So I think she works well on SmackDown. She worked well there. Yeah. Put Roxanne on Raw. Yeah, that worked well. That worked well as too. I can see that. She cheated in both of the matches. Sure did. Do you hear that Kiana? I said Kiana James. Do you see that Katana Chance won her Speed Women's Tournament match? I did see that. Didn't she beat Alba Fire? I don't remember who she beat. What women's faction can be created on the mid card? On the main roster? In the mid card or like the top storyline? In the mid card on the main roster, I'd probably say for the women's faction, Naomi, Lash Shikara, that'd be a good one. Yeah, that's a good one right there. Naomi, Lash Shikara. Or maybe Becky, Alba, and Aladon would be cool. Yeah, that's probably it. I think Lyra is going to be more solo in the mid card, not a faction. More solo. I think the Party Birds would be lucky to stay in the spotlight. They should focus more on getting in the tag team division. I don't see them as part of a faction with Lyra for much longer. They're not even in a faction, just interacting right now. The Party Birds are not a real faction. So they should be trying to get into the tag team scene, or they may be in danger. I won't say of what, but I'm just saying they may be in danger if they don't like get it together on the main roster. Does Oro or no, I don't think they do. I think Oro and Norm stay in NXT. The Meta Girls are going to leave them. Sorry, metaphor is going to be over like Rover. I see Katana as a single star. Katana Chance. She did awesome in her triple. She did do awesome. I just don't know how Triple H feels about her. She's smaller girl. She's not a Joshi. I don't know how you feel about her, but we'll see. Do Lyra and Io team up with Dakota Kai, or when Dakota turns heel? Oh, I see what you're saying. Lyra and Io together. I can see that. Can you see Wesley fill the void of Ricochet? Sure. I don't think it's a void really. I don't think WWE is missing Ricochet for really. Not like something's missed, but I think he could go to the main roster and be great and play that role if you wanted to. Do you see Katana versus Michin in Speed? I don't know what the Speed tournament is. I don't know the bracket. I haven't been paying attention. Any other news that popped up? Let's see. Everybody's talking about Sonya Deville. All talking about Sonya Deville's promo. Her internet promo. Oh yeah, I remember him. Got injured. Sucks for Ilya. Yeah, he's missed. His vibe is missed. Is there enough face teams for Kofi and Woods to fight? On Raw? That's a damn good question. I don't know. Yeah, she's clearly in kayfabe. But they're freaking out. I don't know why. This stream went almost 4 hours? No, almost. Not almost. Yeah, almost 4 hours, yeah. Damn. New Day should win the tag titles. They should. You don't do all this work for the tag team and not have them win the belt. So they put in all this work for the heel turn. They should absolutely go for the top title. Now, do they take it off of Judgment Day? I don't know, but they definitely should win the tag titles eventually. Because they put in a lot of work in this heel turn. So, which title will Zarya go after if she doesn't win the Women's Iron Survivor? Maybe not a title, maybe a person. If she turns heel, I can see Zarya against Sol Ruka. I can see Zarya against Jordynne Grace. I see Zarya against Stephanie Vaquer. Maybe not a title right away, but we get a feud in somebody. Maybe they'll set it up in the Iron Survivor. Maybe Ren Sinclair will screw her. Well, screw her in her mind. Face off against Ren Sinclair, and then somebody comes to Ren Sinclair's aid. Maybe Jordynne Grace. My mind keeps going back to Jordynne Grace because she speared Jordynne Grace in that one tag match. Remember that tag match at ECW Arena? She speared her, and they haven't addressed that. So I think they're going to come back to it. We're going to get Zarya against Jordynne Grace within the next couple months. Why else would you have her spear Jordynne Grace and stare at her like that? Remember that? Remember Zarya spearing Jordynne Grace? So we got to go back to it. When? I don't know. But she speared her. All right. Gotta go back to it. Eventually. When? I don't know, but maybe Stand and Deliver? Maybe New Year's Evil? Maybe Vengeance Day? I don't know, but gotta go back to it eventually. That could work. If Soul hits a Soul Snatcher and beats Zarya, pins her for the last one, maybe Zarya comes very, very close, but Sol Ruka outnumbers her in the end. That could make Zarya upset. Then Sol Ruka loses to Roxanne Perez because of Zarya interference, right? Then you have a Zarya Sol Ruka feud. That could work well. Maybe you want to protect Sol Ruka. You don't want her to lose clean to Roxanne Perez, maybe. So you have Zarya get involved, and that explains the loss. Then you do a Zarya Sol Ruka feud. Why not? Why not? Nothing wrong with that. Do I think AJ appears at Royal Rumble? That'd be quite a surprise. I'll say no for now. I'll say no, but that'd be a hell of a surprise. Sorry, it's nothing like her in ring character. Yeah, she's very, very nice. From what I saw, very nice on social media. She's a goofball as well. Do I see NXT girls and Margot Rumble? Unfortunately not. I would love to see it. So Margot is having a Rumble type match here in a few weeks, I believe. Let me see. Here it is. Oh yeah, First Dream. The big show is First Dream. It's the big show. They will have a Rumble style match. I do not see any NXT folk there, unfortunately. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see Thea Hale pop up, who's not doing anything right now. What's Thea Hale doing? What's Thea doing? Nothing. I'd love to see her there. But it's not happening. It'll be, Eddie Gibbs, Nori, Takumi Roja, people like that. It'll be maybe Hiro Hashimoto. Maybe she'll be there. People who wrestle in Noah as freelancers might be there. But yeah, no. Of course, Bozilla. Of course, people like that who are signed to Marigold. But no NXT, unfortunately. Rossi needs to pick up the phone and ask Triple H, hey, Triple H, do you mind sending over some of your NXT talent that's not doing anything? Why not? Why not show up? Why not Easy Dame show up? Why not Thea Hale show up? People who are there who don't do anything of substance, why not? What's the harm in having people who are not on TV right now go over there? But Rossi has to ask. I'm not convinced Rossi's even asking. I don't think he is. Rossi's very stubborn when it comes to, he wants Io, he wants Kyrie, he wants Julia, and that's it. Nobody else. Maybe he might ask for like Piper Niven. Piper Niven is close with Rossi. They have a relationship. But yeah, he's not asking anybody over WWE for anything, so it won't happen. Not seen Wicked. I haven't been to movie theaters for a while. How about Asuka? Not a chance. Asuka and Rossi? LOL. Sure, yeah. That's funny, for real. That's funny. All right, folks. It's been almost 4 hours. Thoughts on Cardano working Ring of Honor after Ricky Starks stuff? Is he working Ring of Honor? I didn't know that. Cardona's working Ring of Honor. I'm fine with it. Who cares? It's cool. Nobody's watching it. Nobody's watching, fortunately. Where's Jericho? Oh, give me a break. Are you saying that he should be upset that Ricky Stark got cut? Nah. Or not cut, but taken out of that match? Who's watching that shit? Who's watching Cardona against Jericho? Cardona can wrestle Jericho all day long. I don't care. I'm not watching that. We got a better chance at seeing Asuka and Margot than NXT talent. I disagree with you. I disagree. Asuka and Rossi is not happening. Nanae Takahashi will be in this match. Okay? She'll be in this match. This Dream Rumble. For sure. She'll be there. It's not happening. Asuka in a match with Nanae being produced by Rossi. With Fuka right there? Ha! That's the whole entire Stardom. People who founded Stardom. All three of them. Who she hates. She said that Stardom was created to destroy her. And she's going to go work for the company that is being run by them. It's not happening. I wish it was different. I wish that wasn't the case, but she hates the Stardom brass. And the people who started Stardom are now running Marigold. So it's not happening. Not happening. All right, folks. That is it for the stream, I think. Do me a favor. Hit like. Like and subscribe. And someone said that Rhea Ripley shouldn't be involved with Raquel's role in the IC tournament. Why? Why not? Rhea hates Raquel. Raquel damaged her eye. Why wouldn't she? He literally threw her right into the table. I don't see why she wouldn't get involved. But anyway, thank you guys so much. Enjoy your nights. I'll probably might not stream tomorrow. I'll talk so damn much here. So if I don't, I'll talk to you guys on Saturday. All right, later.